inevitable.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Nyes.
Motherfucker, I won best costume.
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2019, and this is episode number 496 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Go back to the forest.
Jose Guzman.
The winds of fate blew Mahoney and me together, and my nipples have never been so hard.
Kelly Harris is here.
Oops, I spilled my orange juice.
And fucking, I guess Mahoney's here.
I am going to blow some fate all over you, Jose.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a fucking waterfall of fate blown all over both of us.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
Just so much fate poured all over us.
I'm just
gonna
picturing
look like Flashdance.
I'm just picturing them like angrily jerking off at each other.
That's what you do, right?
Just so angry. We've been shit talking all day.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, what's to lose at this point? I'm going full in.
No, it's all out now.
Yeah.
It's all out. I'll tell you what. Come Monday night, I can be down 100 points. I'm talking shit.
So, yeah.
And friend con, fuck that. No, it's going to be miserable for somebody because that belt's going to be there one way or the other.
Oh, my God.
Best believe that shit.
I love it.
Hey, go ahead and save that return address.
Listen, when I win the belt,
Well, actually, no, don't.
no one says
Wait,
I'm
did I send
keeping
it from the new address or not?
I'm going to throw that shit
Hit me
off
up
a
in
mountain.
the DM. Tell me what was the return address. I'll tell you if it's the
Yeah,
right
Jose,
one.
just give him a new address
Yeah.
if you need.
Yeah, we don't know what address you sent it from, but you sent it like 8 months late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really fitting for you to win the belt and then for it to get mailed to the wrong place and it just disappear forever. That'd be great.
Nah, it'll get here. I hope it fits in my mailbox.
Well, it's not going to matter. So, it's going to fit in mine. Mine's nice and oversized.
I'll tell you what you can fit in yours.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a belt, baby. It's going to be my goddamn size 15 George Kittle cleat.
I'm going to win this belt. I'm going to change it to something that's not a wrestling belt, and I'm going to mail that back next year.
Hey,
No.
I'll take it.
In 2024, when my 5 years of terror have ended.
Ooh, who's going to change the belt first, me or Mahoney?
Don't change the belt.
Well, you
You're not gonna
changed it
change it.
first.
You're just going to
No.
create.
Jose changed it first to make it the Tito.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to melt it down and make it something cool. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to melt this thing down and
Unsew
reshape it
the
into,
leather?
like, I don't know, an eagle.
It was a tribute to our friend that couldn't be there.
Oh, it's a Tito? If it's the
Oh,
Tito, I'm going to melt
R.I.P.
it down
Tito.
and turn it into a mouse.
The mouse.
Boy, that didn't take long.
Hey, so Jose and I won, and we're in the championship.
Fate, baby. Started off hot.
You may recall a few weeks back. Now, earlier in the season, I was talking about how I was going to face Mary in the championship, and then I realized, no, that's not what fate wants. That's not our destiny.
That's not the fire you lit.
That's not the fire I lit. The fire I lit was under Jose.
Oh, and it burnt my
sure
balls
enough-
so hard.
You were like the
Sure
ancient one looking at 2 different time streams. And you're like, oh no, we need to put the belt back in this one.
That's right. That is right.
Mhm.
So, Lee, you may remember that you lost your way right out of the playoffs.
I normally like have time to plan for this. I'm gonna like go grab
Yeah.
some toys and shit.
You
while you're
lost
fucking
yourself
around.
right out to Vetter. So it was me and Vetter. And holy shit,
I
Lee.
had my notes up.
142.5 to 134.5. And it was real fucking stressful for me.
That one's real closely.
That was real close.
wild card.
And then you got Jose and Mary. Now, Jose stomped all over Mary. I felt really bad. Mary, she pretty much could stop paying attention around 4 o'clock on Sunday, but
She
she
still
had
hung
an
in.
outside shot on Monday.
Yeah,
but-
she hung in there.
yeah.
I had a good head start with my Jackson 5, though.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, and that was what, Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, I opened
ridiculous.
strong. I opened off. Lamar hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, man, Mahoney's still talking shit." I was like, "Yeah, he's talking shit. How about you give me a game to show him what's up?"
Yeah,
He said,
and
"I
he was
got
like,
you."
cool. And then now he's getting his bed all comfy because he's
No,
going to
he's-
rest next week. He's going to
No,
lay
he's not.
down, and he's going to take a little napsy.
Well, I hate to tell you, but Cleveland's divisional rival, so
Yeah,
I think he may play his balls off.
yeah, we'll see.
What do you
Not
think,
from
Lee?
bed. Not from bed.
I think I want to apologize to
It's all
everybody.
right. I got a QB I'm picking up.
Oh, really?
Wild card.
Good. I hope you pick up 5 QBs.
I'm gonna pick up 7.
I
You
hope
were
you
ready
do.
for that.
I hope
I'm
you pick
taking
up
Andrew
all the
Luck
QBs.
just for the luck.
Good.
He's
Good.
gonna be my rabbit's foot.
So Lee, Jose, and I, as destined, as fated, are in the championship. One of us will win this league.
Oh,
And you know what? Bravo to me, who knows nothing about football and is in the championship in year 2.
Bravo to me.
hey,
Bravo to me.
I wasn't even supposed to be here. I was
Yeah, you
projected
sure weren't.
to place last.
You sure weren't. Not with that shitty draft.
Risky picks.
Yeah.
Baby.
I
baby.
went back earlier today and listened to that episode, and there's a point where you said something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm doing just fine. I got I don't even know his name. Who's the guy who keeps getting thrown out of the league for drugs?"
Oh, Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. You were like, "I'm doing just fine. I got Josh Gordon." And I
Yeah, but
said,
look at
"That's
how
a
long
really
ago I
risky
dropped
pick."
him.
and you were like,
What did I turn Josh Gordon into, though?
"I have no idea. I don't know."
Goddamn Super Bowl team.
Josh Gordon turned himself into a pile of cocaine, and now he's not even in the league.
Yeah, he just got kicked out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew something was up because the last game he played for New England, he got hit and that knee looked nasty. And then all of a sudden he signed and playing. Fuck you. That's not natural.
Yeah.
He shot that shit up.
That was, some might say, a very risky pick.
Sounds like a risky pick.
Yeah.
Well, it was a risky pick, but then I dropped that
there we
guy.
go.
All I
He
do is
admits
risky
it.
picks, baby.
Cut that out and mark it.
My team's named Risky Picks.
Yeah, your team's full of risky picks.
Oh my God! Did I accidentally press the button for the Popcast Classic already?
Jesus Christ.
So, meanwhile,
Oh, you're lucky
Over
you
in
don't live
the-
in Orlando. I'd be
over
at
in
your
the
house watching the
Kerouac
game.
bracket, we
I
had.
might come over anyways.
Yeah, do it.
I gotta book one plane ticket to keep my.
That's
face
right.
status.
Oh my God, do it. I'll make up the bed.
Fucking on my way, baby.
So,
I
over
use
in
my.
the
I'll
Kerouac-
buy a one way and then use my points back
Yeah.
home.
Do it. Do it. Okay.
I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna show up. I'm gonna wake you up. I'm gonna tickle your feet from under the bed.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna sneak in while you're at work,
See,
hide under
it's-
your bed, and wait just to tickle your feet.
It's funny because he's a feet guy.
Yeah. he's gonna
I'm
do a
gonna take
home
it.
invasion on you.
He's gonna do a home invasion, borderline sexual assault. Just do it.
No, it's not borderline. It'll be borderline breaking and entering. It'll be total
And that's
sexual
only
harassment.
borderline because he tries to break in. Lisa sees him do it and then just lets him in.
Well,
There
and
you go.
also he
So
was
it's kinda
invited.
like Dracula. Once you invite me
Yeah.
in, whatever happens on you.
Oh my God. All right. So other than what Jose is gonna do to my feet
I want to suck your feet.
in the Kerouac,
Oh,
in the Kerouac, you had Matt and Nyes and Tad and Juan. Now Lee, Matt and Nyes, that game settled up pretty fairly. 108 to 99. Nyes loses, heads himself into the Kerouac.
Yeah, remember who was supposed to be in first place at the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
Remember that projection?
That
See, look
sucks.
at that. Me and you are yin and yang.
We are.
I was predicted to be last. I came in first. You were predicted to be in first. You came in last.
Yep.
Not yet.
Actually,
Only one of you's come in first or last yet.
yeah, the regular season I came in 11th, so thank you very much.
See, it's even more fate.
Right?
So,
11.
Lee, are you there?
You're my good
yeah,
luck charm.
I'm just
I'm
making
gonna
my list
tickle
of
you.
comics.
I'm gonna tickle your feet next.
That's good. Lee, Juan and Tad, to settle who was going to the Kerouac, it came down to Monday night's game. And Juan and Tad finished 1 point apart.
Oh.
So whoever between the two of them found their way into the Kerouac lost by a single point. And that Monday game was up and down. Tad had like 16 points to make up. Juan had one player going. Juan conceded defeat in the Discord. He was like, doesn't even matter. I'm not going to win. Congratulations to Tad. Tito, the commissioner, was like, fuck it. I'm going to put him in the Kerouac. But we let the games play out. And when it came down to, there was the 2-minute warning. Lee, you know what the 2-minute warning is?
Like the thing that says it's 2 minutes until it's over.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So there's 2 minutes left in the
Look at
game.
how did you miss the playoffs? You know all about football.
2 minutes left in the game. They are projected to tie. And Juan is ahead by a single point. And that is exactly how it ended. Juan wins 112.5 to 111.5 and sends Tad into the Kerouac.
Ain't that some shit?
Can
I will
you
say
imagine?
this though. What I think is cool is the top 4 in the playoffs scored the most that week. They all showed up. Everyone's team proved they belonged in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
You know, based on that last game, you might say that Tad remembered that Juan existed, and it just ruined his whole fucking day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, I'm hoping the fact that behind closed doors, I tried to defend Kerouac just a little bit. I'm hoping that karma will carry me into a second from last place
I think
finish.
that carried you into holding the Kerouac.
Yeah, really. That might have put you in it.
You summoned him like Candyman.
Yeah. Fate might have been like, you love Kerouac so much? Here you go,
Oh,
pal.
there's an award named after him? Well, obviously you must have the thing.
Here
on the
is a
wall.
rotisserie chicken parm. Shove it down your gullet.
I don't know. We're talking fate and destiny and everything. If it was fate for Mahoney and Jose to end up in the championship, I think it's kind of destiny for Tad to win the Kerouac.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not that bad.
He has to wear it around his neck like Jacob Marley's chains.
Yeah, his Kerouac punishment will be that every room in his house has to have a framed picture of Kerouac in it. Just a year of ruined days.
Got him.
I mean, you could pretend they're obituary headlines.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Doesn't have to be a reminder that he's alive.
So that's it, Lee. Nyes and Tad playing for the Kerouac.
Oh, that's
Jose and me playing for the championship. And the whole rest of them, I don't even know why they bother. Why don't you all drop all your players so we can draft from them?
Yeah,
So much fate going on. Everyone's going to be wet in fate.
Yes,
Yeah.
please drop your players. Thank you very much. Don't tell Tad.
Tad's not listening or paying attention to the league at all. That's how he found himself in the Kerouac.
I'm hoping.
You guys want anything from my team?
I'll take whatever you got, buddy.
All right, cool.
Oh,
You wanna-
pal.
wait, we can't trade.
My protege. Well, you can drop whoever you want, though.
Exactly. Because of that goddamn collusion bullshit going on right there, where you guys are openly talking about swapping people to make sure shit happens.
Hey, man.
Go
Come
ahead,
on.
drop whoever you want, because Jose's picking up 7 quarterbacks, so all
Well,
of his
8.
favorite picks
I don't know. 8.
are busy.
Maybe 8.
That's good. I hope your whole bench is quarterbacks.
I said it. I would kill to finish in the middle of the pack one of these seasons.
Oh, You will. You had an unlucky season.
No shit.
We talked about it. You had more points scored against you than anyone in the league. So, unlucky season for you. There's no reason for you to be in the Kerouac.
No. Well, hey, on the upside, I'm not retiring.
That is good.
And, you know
it should
what's
be.
interesting? Matt finished what, like 3-11? If Matt had finished a few games better and faced either Juan or Tad in their game, he'd be in the Kerouac,
Oh wow.
right? So if he had finished better than Juan or Tad and played not you nice, he'd be in the Kerouac.
Ain't fate a funky mistress?
He was destined to get his record because of how much he enjoys the band 311 and their hits like Amber.
Oh, that must have been it.
What the
Cool thing about Matt is Matt got me like 180 something points to 50 that one week. Remember that? And then
Yeah.
from there on, I went 8-2 after that loss, that demoralizing, terrible loss. And Matt like never won again. So
Lee, what's your
That
favorite
was-
311 song?
I honestly do not have a favorite 311 song.
no, that doesn't make any sense. Of course, it's that "Come My Lady" song, right?
No, it's down.
Yeah, Down's a good one.
If you guys say so.
Yeah, butterfly.
Yeah.
No, that's Crazy Town.
Crazy Town.
No.
No, you
No.
guys are crazy town.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song.
You
Yeah.
put my
Alright,
crazy
well,
town and eat on my bum.
I guess what do we take a break now? We go to break?
God damn it.
Break.
Well, we talk about comics right about now.
Yeah.
And the break
Shortest
is
show ever.
4 minutes of fantasy football talk.
God damn it.
Oh my!
Oh God. All
Well,
right.
there's gonna be
Lee.
and you know what's good? There's gonna be Fate on Saturday.
I mean, there's
Mahoney's
Fate
got
every
the
day.
only guy playing Monday.
Oh shit! There's a new Mandalorian tomorrow, guys.
Oh yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How can
cool.
you talk about Mandalorian? There's foosball.
Because they were like, oh man, we can't put a Mandalorian out on Friday. If we do, nobody will go see Rise of Skywalker.
Ah, that's a
Exactly.
good point. Lee,
Yeah.
you don't have to have no excitement in your fantasy football life. I want to pitch you a suggestion here. You're not in the Kerouac. Nyes is in the Kerouac. You
Uh-huh.
can go head to head with Nyes and say, whoever scores the least points between the two of you, put their score up against Tad, and make that person the winner of the Kerouac.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever.
All right.
Lee, you
Mark
better
it
go
down,
tell
Tito.
Goat to stop hugging his wife.
Tell
right
Joe
this instant.
to just gaze into her eyes. All right, so you understand the concept here, right?
Sure.
Doesn't sound like you do. So, so right now, Tad is projected for 98 points. Nyes is projected for 93 points, and you, Lee, are projected for 93 points.
Like real neck and neck and neck.
That's right. So let's say Tad scores 98, Nyes scores 93, and you score 92. That would mean you, Lee, would be the winner of the Kerouac,
Because that would be the least points.
because that would be the least points.
Correct.
So what do you say?
I mean, fuck it.
Roll those dice, Lee. What else are you gonna do next week?
I'm going to fucking enjoy some Christmas. That's what I'm going to do.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Fucking
fuck
love
is Christmas?
you guys. Christmas is so good.
All right. Well, we'll keep talking about this.
I know we will.
So, how's your week been, Lee? We know you've been stressed.
My week has been hard.
Did you ever get around to that jerking off?
You know, I don't know that I did.
Oh,
I'm very
no.
busy.
That
Well, if
means
you want to go do it, take care of it right now. That's cool.
That's
What
what,
do you
he
think I
does
normally
during
do
football
during the fantasy
time.
football talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, hey, update on the situation. However, my lovely wife is on her way home, and I'm very excited about it.
Aw,
because
it's a Christmas miracle.
It is. Like for a minute there, I thought I had forgotten how to hope. And that mechanism was broke forever. But turns out it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It was just a long time, man, to be fucking juggling everything. It's been like 10 days. It's been a long time. And these little fuckers are trying to kill me. I told Zoe today. I told Zoe earlier I was gonna emancipate her.
I mean, you definitely
go to
pay her
Walmart.
rent.
And she's like, all right, I'll be able to turn the lights off whenever I want.
All the lights are on. I'm gonna. It's all smart lights now, so I can turn the lights on in the room from anywhere in the world.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's 2019, baby.
That
It's
damn
all
girl's
robots.
playing Fortnite again. Turn the lights on.
It's all robots.
You got a boy in there? Lights on.
It's gonna be great.
It's just Johnny Fortnite.
It's cool.
Better not be smoking dope. Lights on.
Crushing it. Everybody's excited about Christmas break, as am I. We've got just fuck all going on at work. Just deader in hell. I watched 4 episodes of Kamen Rider today at work.
Nice.
That's where I'm at my professional bit right now. That's always that way though. Like after the new year, it's gonna be balls to the wall. So like, yeah, I don't complain about these times because they do not last. I'm just gonna be nice if I can do it at home though. Fucking annoying. But been wrapping a shitload of presents while everyone's gone. My mother-in-law just shipped all the stuff that she got just directly here, which makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. Like, why have Amazon take it to your house, then you have to go to the post office and mail it yourself? Like, that's fucking stupid.
It's
like,
free
that's
shipping.
dumb.
Yeah, free shipping. There's no reason for me to be a middleman.
No,
Yeah.
there's no reason whatsoever for that. It's dumb.
Plus,
enough.
like, free shipping through Amazon, but if I have to ship it, it's $15.
right. Yeah. So no, you're good. But what that means is that she basically just said, "Here, wrap this," to everything that she bought.
Sure.
I have
Yeah.
all my shit plus her stuff, because like at the same time also you're not gonna pay $3 an item to have it wrapped either. Like,
Yeah.
Mary's
getting one thing, it's one thing, but like
Mary's mom pays for the $4 Amazon little gift baggy things, which I appreciate.
yeah, that's cool like for a couple of things, but you can't do 2 grandkids worth of stuff at $4 a pop. Like,
Right.
Jesus, it's a little nuts. But I wrapped all the things. It's going quite well. Zoe had an honest to God sleepover on Friday.
That got sprung on you at the last minute.
The absolute last minute. I'm sitting at my desk at 4:00 on a Friday. I didn't get a text message. It's like, "Hey, Dad, you know my friend Brooklyn?" I said, "Fucking no."
Brooklyn Zoo.
Like, I don't know this person, not at all. She's like, "She's literally my best friend." I'm like, "Okay, sure, fine. I guess so. She's your best friend. What about her?" "Can't you stay the night sometime?" "Yeah, of course. I don't care. I wish you would have friends over." "How about tonight?" Fuck it. Sure. Why not? Like, she can't ride the bus home with you because I'm not there, but never parents drop her off later. And then she's like, "Cool." Little radio silence. Comes back, says, "Okay, I gave her dad your phone number. He's going to call you." I said, "Don't give a stranger my phone number." She's like, "It's cool. He's a cop." I go, "That makes it infinitely less cool. Don't give my phone number to the police." Like, don't do that. That shit is not cool. Have I taught you nothing?
Zoe, clearly not a shot caller.
No, not at all. Not at all. But kid was great. Had a good sleepover. And then I went to drop her off at her
Did you
mom's house.
did you recognize this person?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I definitely had never met this person. Definitely not.
Okay.
It was just, her as in like, this is a person that she claims to talk about all the time. I don't think she does. Or if she does, she mentions a lot. Look, I'm bad with names of people that I fucking met in real life. Like, I'm not going to remember all your little kid friends. This is not going to happen.
And white people, can we stop naming our kids Brooklyn?
It's pretty awful. Yeah, there's a kid in Jackson's class named Braxton, and I can't fucking deal with that.
I hope that Zoe's friends are Brooklyn, Bronx, Goliath,
Yeah.
Washington,
Zarathos.
yeah.
We dropped the kid off. Her parents were split up, I guess, and so I dropped her off at her mom's house, and was greeted in the driveway by her mom's boyfriend, maybe husband, I don't know, whatever. This guy clearly knew me.
Uh-oh.
Did not know him.
Uh-oh.
He comes up like, "Oh man," like, he said he's going you're Elise. I thought it might have been you, and I'm like, Yep, it's me. And he comes up all excited,
You guys
You
work
know.
together.
puts his hand out, takes my hand, whatever, and starts talking. And my daughter is so bad at being cool and just reading the situation. She looks at me and goes, "Who's this, Dad?"
Oh, God damn it.
You little shit, Zoe.
Oh God!
You little fucker.
You just say, "Oh, he's a big fan. Big fan."
I took a swing and I said, "We went to school together." And he said, "Yeah, middle school." And I'm like, "Fucking nailed it."
Middle
Look
school.
at you.
Nailed it.
Nice.
He remembered me from middle school because I am an exceptional person and very
Oh
memorable.
my God!
I was hoping he was just gonna be a listener.
Oh, that'd be the best.
I'll tell you what. Don't hang out with people who remember you from middle school, because that's fucking creepy.
It's wild. But then she says, but the kid's like, "Hey, I want you to come inside and meet my sister, whatever." So then she goes inside with this kid and leaves me in the driveway
Oh no.
with this guy
Mm.
who knows me and I don't know him. And we're just chatting. I'm really hoping that something like relevant to his identity doesn't come up. And then Zoe comes out. I'm like, "Okay, cool, ready to go." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, cool. Her brother wants to meet Jax." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding right now?" And she goes and gets Jax, taken inside, leaves me out in the parking lot again. I'm out there for like 20 minutes. It gets dark. I come inside. I'm like, "Hey, shithead, we gotta go. Don't do this kind of shit to me."
But that's for the lights, asshole.
Yeah.
You're like, "We can't be here when it gets dark. That's when the statues come to life and all the gargoyles start flying around."
Jackson, the other kid, were in the backyard busting light tubes over each other's heads.
Fucking no cool on that kid. No cool at all on that kid. Swear to God.
Zoe's a real cop caller, huh?
He is a straight up cop collar. We're goddamn ridiculous. "Who's this, Dad?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, you know I don't know."
Girl, you know I
You
hate.
know,
You know I fucking hate people.
you know goddamn gonna well I don't know who this person is who knows shockingly a lot about me.
It's been keeping up.
What else? Fucking first Christmas presents of the season have been coming in. It's been pretty cool. Boys 11th hour hooked me up with the reaction Optimus Prime, which happened to be the 150th Optimus Prime, which is kind of dope.
Oh, that's so great that it
Pretty
worked out
excited
that
about
way.
that.
I feel like the ride from to 100 was much longer than the ride from 100 to 150.
Oh yeah.
It's just a numbers game. 149 was a $1 backpack clip I bought at Dollar Tree like 5 days ago. So like it's just numbers at this point. Yeah, like I didn't see it coming. So that's pretty great.
We
And then
talk
today,
shit about those reaction figures, but the Transformers ones are very unique. Like, I don't know if there's ever been Transformers figures like those that
They-
kind of scale with G.I. Joes or old school Star Wars.
Yeah, they're definitely the best ones,
Yeah.
I think. And even the entire new crop of the reaction figures are way better than the old ones. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
we
the ones
talked.
when Funko did them were just terrible.
Yeah, they switched from Funko to Super 7, and I guess Super 7 gives
Tried.
a shit. Yeah.
Man, I gotta tell you though, those Reaction Ninja Turtle figures are not good.
Yeah, no thanks.
Those are real ugly.
Not the best. But
Those are the ones that look like they got warts.
No, they kind
No?
of look like the old school toys, but in like old school Star Wars style.
like a Kenner style, which
Yeah, they
Like-
just don't have
kind of
any.
what makes the Transformers ones so good is that they don't really do that. They're just these cool little non-transforming figures. They look great. Like they're easily the best ones. They're really really good. And then the NECA Ultimate Sam came in from the 11th Hour Boys, and he is so fucking creepy. He's very good.
Love
Got
NECA.
The little lollipop he's got is like it's a translucent orange plastic. You can see through it.
Mhm.
It's really really nice. Everything about it is just outstanding. It's very very good. I think I'm gonna just go full on Elf on the Shelf for them next year for Halloween. Just move 'em around the house during October, scare the piss out of everybody. It's gonna be great. And then bought myself a Legacy Thunder Megazord.
Creep on the peep.
Fucking awesome creep on peep. I sold my vintage Thunder Zords and bought the new fancy ones. Well, they're from a couple years ago, whatever. Boy, they're real nice. Sold the old ones on Facebook for a pretty good price. I mean, I didn't have to pay much in on these at all. And goddamn, that's the only thing Facebook's good for these days. I likened Facebook the other day to a toilet that has an ATM attached to it, because that's basically what it is for me. There's a whole bunch of just cesspools of nonsense, and every now and then I get to make some money. That's all it's good for. It's terrible.
Lee, let me tell you something. You don't even have to do any money with this. You just look at memes. That's all you do. You just got to look at memes.
I don't want to do that.
You see something that's not a meme, you say, hide this. I don't want to see it anymore.
Touche. And then last thing we'll talk about is fucking DC TV killing it, man. The crisis has been crazy. I cannot for the life of me understand why they put a month break between chapters 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
So strange. Like, derails all the momentum. It's really odd choice. I don't get it. And then I checked out the first episode of that Harley Quinn show on the DC gimmick. It's kind of great. It's pretty funny. And then Zoe and I last night watched the first episode of that Titans show, and I'll be damned if it's not pretty great. Like, it's upsetting how good it is. Not that it's like exceptionally good, but it's so much better than they made it look like. Everyone involved in marketing that show should be fired and never allowed to work in TV again.
Yeah, I watched one of the fight scenes and the thing with the Joker where I guess he kind of Batman goes nuts or some shit.
I think that's like the finale of the first season is that, I believe.
Yeah, I watched some of that, and that looked like it looked shot well. It looked like a nice set.
Yeah, I mean, granted, we're just an episode in, but we were both really impressed by it. Like, Zoe's super into it, which is good. So, you know, something we can do together when these dark times between episodes of The Flash. That's where we're at, man. Otherwise, not much. Hang out, get ready for just Christmas parties all over the damn place, which I'm okay with. It's gonna be all right. I like Christmas. I like a lot of stuff about Christmas, but I like just enough about it. So I really tend to enjoy the holiday season. I am not going back to another store between now and January 3rd.
Yeah, tonight when Mary got home, we had plans to go grocery shopping, and I was like, you know, we could just kind of go and get enough food to last us a couple days, and then we can kind of, you know, hit the grocery store again on Sunday. And then I was like, or we can make sure we have enough food to last us through until past Christmas.
I'll tell you, man, I've been fucking with the Walmart grocery app. If you got a Walmart nearby, it's not just the regular Walmart app. It's got to be the grocery app. You load up all the stuff you want, you buy it, pay for it. At $30 minimum, there's a free pickup. You just roll up outside. You don't even have to call the app. You just check in on the app. They bring all your shit and you leave. Like, I did that 3 times last week. I'm like, I am not going in there again until after the new year. Fuck every bit of that. I got all my medicines and shit. I gotta go to the fucking pharmacy. I'm donezo. Finished. Because it is like the mall and the Dawn of the Dead in there. I want no part of that. It's scary. All done. How's it, Matt? What's got going on, Nice?
Let's see here. I've got my notes on a Google Doc because someone called me out for using Microsoft Word last week. But now I can look up. What? Oh, shut up, phone! My phone heard me say Google and is like, "What's that? Hello?
Huh? What? Huh? Yeah? What? Huh?
You said my name?
So yeah, I've got my notes in a GOOGLE doc, so I can update them at all times.
Who was giving you grief about a Word doc?
Lee did.
Word docs are precious.
Lee was having a time last week. He was saying things.
No, but you know what? He's right. Because this is something I should be able to update at any point that I think of something or need to make a note, want to add something to my top 6, I should be able to have it in my hand, not have to wait until I get home and I'm on my desktop.
I do one better. I got mine in a Keep Note, a Google Keep Note.
Well, I like Keep, but I like Keep more for like to-do lists and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mostly for top 6s I use that for.
But, you know, I still have Word. We have Office through the business because, you know, we make invoices and proposals and shit like that. So, you know, it's a worthy expense. But how about that Kumail Nanjiani, you guys?
How about that, Kumail Nanjiani?
Didn't realize until yesterday
Jacked.
didn't realize until yesterday I wanted to fuck Kumail. Holy shit. I do appreciate. So, in case you don't know what we're talking about, Kumail Nanjiani posted a picture of himself shirtless, straight up thirst trap, because he's been in training for Eternals that comes out next year, right?
Yeah.
It's Black Widow and Eternals next year, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
And
then
like
some plus shows.
What character is he even playing? Did he have to get ripped? But he basically said, "Hey, like, if it wasn't for this opportunity, I would never be able to get this fucking ripped. But I'm gonna take the opportunity so I can take these pictures."
With the best dietitians and trainers money can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
And by dietitians, he just means Dave Bautista handing him a handful of HGH.
Yeah.
That dude is more vascular than Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's got more veins in his arms than I've seen in any human person.
But like, I mean, this goes to show you that, like, you know, the reason The Rock looks like The Rock is because, yes, he is definitely an exceptional human.
Sure.
Like, for sure. But also his job is to be The Rock.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So he does that. You know what I mean? So, like, so when Marvel gives you a big pile of fuck you money and, you know, access to the best trainers and dietitians around, you can do that. Like, remember, Chris Pratt got all jacked to play Star-Lord and we said the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I always knew I could get fit with $1 million and a year of time.
Right?
I commend all these dudes for getting on the juice.
I mean, I don't know if you're joking, but like it is like Stallone got busted with it flying and was just like, yeah, how do you think I look like this at like 60?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna do some juice. Nicole was like, "Don't," and I'm like, "You're such a fucking buzzkill."
Get on.
Fine, I'll eat potatoes till I fucking die.
As long as you're not abusing the juice, you enjoy some of that juice.
I had a great plan for the juice. It was gonna be perfect. I had it all planned out. And Nicole's like, "No," and I'm like,
Wait, wasn't your juice some weird kind of like Russian butt
Yeah,
stuff?
didn't your brother almost explode from putting it in his ass?
But now he looks great.
No, Lee. If you're gonna do the juice, get some good juice.
Yeah.
I mean, from where I'm looking, pretty good juice.
You can find better juice.
Right. Does your brother look like Kumail?
No, but don't look like me either.
Get some of that Kumail juice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got all the juice Kumail does.
Yeah.
And it's running through his veins.
Kumail's rolling with Pog.
If you're ever feeling down about yourself, though, and you think that The Rock is this crazy human specimen, just remember, he got breast implants at one point.
Oh my god.
Calf
I know that.
He got calf implants too.
Yeah. Back in the day, he wore a shirt for like an entire year of his WWE career because he got breast implants.
No shit.
You didn't know that?
No, I remember the shirt now that you mentioned it.
Yes, he got fucking breast implants because he had floppy tits. But
What's wrong with society?
I bet you that's all him now. I bet you he got those breast implants taken out a while ago.
Yeah, they look weird. These two tiny little titties on the giant pecs. They have to get them taken out.
Jesus Christ.
He'd look like Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, he sure would.
Saw Knives Out on Saturday with Mary and Jose and the lady, and that was...
Oh, you mean that perfect movie-going experience?
Yeah,
That was so good.
It was a fun time.
You saw Knives Out?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Knives Out.
Every time I go to type Knives Out, I type knives. Like, never fucking fails. Like, it's just that muscle memory.
I love it, man. It's like, it's not an adaptation or a remake or a reboot. Like, it's great.
And you know, everyone in it is so pretty. Even, like, Jamie Lee Curtis, man, she can still fucking get it.
Seriously.
And that Ana de Armas, essentially the protagonist, she's very pretty. Very nice to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Evans, like, obviously. Those cable knit
super
sweaters.
Even as, like, as that shithead guy, super charming.
Yeah.
Kelly, did you see it?
I have not seen it yet.
Oh my god. What is your problem?
I'm sorry.
I do want
My
to...
favorite part about Kelly not seeing stuff is that he literally has no excuse.
Yeah. What prevents you from seeing this?
just lack of interest. He's
Yeah.
got so much Japan shit and wrestling to watch.
Yeah, I'll see it in like 4 years.
Oh my god. It's
And then-
great. It's not. It pitches you what you think it's gonna be, and then it's not what you think it's gonna be, and then they're like, "Ha ha! Maybe we are. Who knows?" It's
That-
so good.
That's
I
apt.
loved it.
The movie's terrific, but one thing I wanted to talk about is, have you guys seen the trailer for The Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford?
Yes.
Oh, I saw the trailer for Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford.
So I guess thanks to that one Dog's Purpose movie where the behind the scenes video of them trying to drown that German Shepherd went viral. So I guess.
Wait, what?
Oh, you don't remember?
Oh, yeah.
So they've had so many of these dog movies recently.
America's beloved dog movie was caught trying to drown a dog?
I thought it successfully drowned a dog.
No.
You're thinking of Milo and Otis.
No, so there's a
Okay,
scene.
that might have been. One of these movies killed like 4 dogs.
Yeah, I
right?
think Milo and Otis.
Milo and Otis, they were like, "Oh man, how'd you get the dog and the cat to act with that bear so well?" And they were just, the bear just kept killing dogs and throwing new ones at it.
God.
Yeah, so in one of those Dog's Purpose movies, there's a scene where this German Shepherd has to dive into a raging river to save someone, and they've got behind-the-scenes footage of either a rehearsal or them actually shooting a scene in this pool that they've got the effects going to make it look like a raging river, and the fucking poor dog is drowning. So ever since then, I feel like they're not letting animals onto movie sets anymore. So this Call of the Wild movie,
Or at least not in the water.
it's old Harrison Ford and a dog, and the entire trailer, I don't think there was a real dog in the entire thing. It's this.
For like nothing. And better yet, the CGI dog that they have in the movie is a time trial from 2001.
Yeah, straight up. At the trailer ended, and I out loud went, "Ruby, Ruby, Roo!"
Harrison Ford's like, Star Wars? Nah, man. Call of the Wild.
It's so great that he went from getting.
But you gotta remember, in the middle of that though, Harrison Ford also played a CGI dog.
Exactly. He went from getting murdered by his son in Star Wars to playing a CGI dog in Secret Life of Pets 2 to acting opposite a CGI dog in Call of the Wild.
Hell of a year.
I thought he was retired.
Seriously.
Maybe he just really likes dogs.
Or,
He's like, I only do
He
dog
really hates
films.
dogs.
yeah, or he hates dogs.
Like, I'll be in Call of the Wild, but I don't want to see a single fucking dog on set.
He
I'll
better
be in
die.
Call of the Wild, but you gotta drown a dog.
Here's my stance. I don't want any animals to be harmed because of movies. So,
Like, how about like mealworms?
I mean,
Huh? Huh?
I mean,
Huh?
What about
Huh?
like one of those ugly monkeys?
but like, there's craft services on set, and everything's not vegetarian yet, so some animals are being harmed. But I'm talking about like in service of in front of the camera. Sure, you can eat some mealworms, whatever you want, Lee. I'll get you some mealworms if you want them.
Gross.
I don't want animals to be harmed, but I also don't want every movie to, like, why is the CGI dog so bad? Like, I thought we nailed CGI animals. So if
The Hulk doesn't exist in real life, but he looks so good. He can get a dog at any fucking corner and it looks like ass.
yeah. So if this is what our CGI animals are going to look like in movies, how about this? No more animals in movies whatsoever. I don't want to see.
You're gonna say go back to drowning puppies.
Yeah, no, the guy in a dog suit.
Yeah, there we go. I'd watch that
Wilfred.
dog movie.
Okay, I think you're onto something there, Jose. And then drown
Fuck
that
it.
guy.
All
I mean,
animals. I
isn't
want
that
horses
a
to be
favorite
manned
art
by two
costume?
guys.
Isn't that essentially what they've done with cats?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so scary.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
that weird.
Now-
Now imagine every time there's a cat in a movie going forward, it's one of those people from Cats.
Yeah. Mahoney, you gonna see that pervert movie?
You know, I don't know.
How big are them cat balls?
Mahoney, you have to see it for
I
science.
don't wanna.
You don't want to, but like
No one wants
none
to.
none of us are gonna pay to see it. But you can see it for free whenever you want, essentially.
Well,
Yeah.
when Jose gets here, we'll go together.
Okay.
Fucking down. I'll buy the
Deal.
tickets right now.
No, mine's free. Don't buy me a ticket.
Oh, well, what about me?
on
Ooh,
me.
I'll dress up as your service dog.
You dress up as my service cat. Are you paying attention?
Oh,
You gotta be a
shit.
cat.
Yeah, no, but if I dress up like a service dog, I have the freedom to run wild in the theater.
True.
We
Have
were
you guys ever-
triggered.
Just shout Mr. and Mrs. Toffolies and you can run at the screen.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Cats?
I've seen it live, but I don't remember it because I was too young. I just know that the cats
Did
run
anyone
in.
sit on your lap or something?
Yeah, they run into your,
Like lick your
into
face?
the audience, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's like if you're a kid and you're gonna go see like a live performance of Cats, it's genuinely upsetting when they come into the crowd. Like they're just scary, and especially if when they enter, they're like all banging doors and shit. It's like, oh, we're fucking cats. Cats are here. Jellicle cats. Yeah.
If I knew I was going to get fired from the cast, I'd show up one night as the cat with rabies. Just Alka-Seltzer in my mouth all night, running through the crowd. Fucking pretending everything's my litter box, pissing on people's laundry.
Oh God, cats are the worst.
Mahoney, do you have to head out?
I do have to head out.
All right.
I will see y'all later.
Well, glad we got
hey,
the fantasy football done ahead of time.
I'm glad fate sprayed us both down.
Oh yeah, I'm coming for you, Jose. I've
Oh,
been
there's gonna be
planning
so
on
much
beating
coming.
you for 5 weeks.
5 weeks? I've been gunning for you for 2 seasons. Once I heard
Yeah,
you were
well-
thinking about playing.
Yeah, I like hearing that you've been coming after me for 2 seasons because I haven't yet noticed. So
Oh.
I won one of the two.
one of the
so-
two.
I haven't you. It's just it took you this long to be competition.
Oh
That's
please.
why I haven't noticed.
Oh please. All right.
Game respects
too.
game. I just was waiting for you to show me some. Now
Yeah,
that you
right.
have, we can get down and dirty.
Yeah.
Rubber match, baby. So many
right.
rubbers.
When I get my belt, I'm gonna scratch your name right off it. Don't you
Well,
worry.
you're going to think this is prom night. So many rubbers are going to be going down.
Oh my God. Nobody, who's bringing rubbers to prom? That's why they got all those babies.
Well, they bring them, but they don't. I didn't say they're going to be used. They're going to be brought in.
Ay, ay, ay. All right. I'll see y'all next week when I'm the champion.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You guys.
We're going to be replaying that one,
You guys.
either for me or for
You
him.
guys.
What, Lee?
We'll have a show next week.
Um.
I'll see you in 2 then, bud.
We'll have a show in 2 weeks either.
I'll be here when you get back.
No,
Oh,
no,
man.
statute of limitations. It's over.
The thrilling,
This
the
is a fitting
thrilling,
way to end the podcast on the top 6 endings.
yeah, the thrilling conclusion of fantasy football comes to you January 7th.
Much like chapter 4 of Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, Lee, don't worry, I'll cover up most of it talking about count 'em, 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th and 5th.
All right, well, hey,
shit.
since there won't be a live show for a couple of weeks, I beat Jose, and I am the champion.
Mark it.
FYI, everybody. Send me the belt, Matt.
Oh, that recording is gonna be great either way.
J-Pop in the chat says the Discord is going to be thrilling this weekend.
Yeah, it is. I appreciate J-Pop and his interest in our fantasy football league. Shout
Get
out
in
to
that
you,
shit next year.
J-Pop. Lee, you could stand to be a little bit more like J-Pop.
Don't you have to go?
Never go.
All right, love ya.
Love you, Mahoney.
Christ.
Forever in fate, we have been sprayed in the history books.
The last thing I wanted to talk about is last week Hasbro announced all of their Baby Yoda merchandise that, because Baby Yoda was kept under such wraps, they weren't able to put merchandise out right when The Mandalorian dropped. So now all this merchandise isn't coming out until May, and Lee thinks that Lee doesn't believe that this was the plan all along and thinks that they just got caught left on their heels.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the spoiler's over. They still could have had it ready to go for Christmas.
You guys, we go to Toy Fair every year. Do you realize how long it takes to produce toys.
Real long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what's happening now. Now they're making the toys, and they're not coming out until May. Like if
Right.
they
So if
they
it
could have
takes
had it chambered.
yeah, when did they pull the trigger? To still for May just seems like they should have had all of this lined up.
Give
Yeah,
them
they could have street dated this shit for like the second episode.
give them the benefit of the doubt. Say that
I will not.
Say
I will
that
not.
say that episode 1 dropped, and any embargo that they had on Baby Yoda designs or whatever, they're like, okay, here Hasbro, here is the design of Baby Yoda. Go ahead and start designing toys. So what? That's been 5 weeks now. So in 5 weeks, they were able to design the stuffed toy, the Black Series figure, and then those 6 2-packs. But still, it's gonna take 5 months for them to get into stores.
Right. Right.
I'm glad that they kept it under wraps, because I wouldn't have wanted to get spoiled like all these fucking Lego sets, all these other fucking assholes with their toys releasing before things have been released in theaters and spoiling shit. I'm glad that Baby Yoda was pure and unspoiled when I saw it for the first time. And I tell you what,
me too. But I don't think for a fucking second that's on purpose.
They're still gonna make so much fucking money, because as soon as all that shit went up for pre-order, I had $100 worth of Baby Yoda merchandise in my shopping cart before my wife told me not to.
No, it's definitely gonna go. It's gonna be hugely successful for sure. But you can't tell me for a fucking second that Bob Iger and his infinite fucking wisdom was like, no, we're not gonna put anything out. We're gonna keep it pure and not spoil it. Fuck you. You put Giant Man in a Marvel Legends assortment before Civil War came out. Like,
yeah, and that was
Who gives
bad.
a fuck about Giant Man?
But it was a big moment in the movie, is my point. And they
Was
were
it?
like, no. Put
It
the shit on
was.
Lego.
It was, but I feel like with Ant-Man, there was an assumption that Giant Man was coming at some point.
Yeah.
It still
That's just
sucked.
the first example.
It
Like, they do
still
this all the
sucked.
time.
It still
Yeah, but are
sucked
any
that
of
was
them
spoiled.
as big of a potential juggernaut as Baby Yoda?
If they knew, I don't buy it. I just don't buy it at all. Like, I think if they really wanted to not spoil it, if that was really the plan, have all the shit ready to go, and then again street date it for 2-3 weeks in. They one.
But how?
Like have them making the damn toys like
Like,
ahead
that's
of
just
time.
gonna leak.
Yeah.
They had the Mandalorian was ready to go before the show came out.
Because we knew what that was.
Yeah, they could have put Baby Eat in the exact same assortment or the next assortment.
No, because some jackass would have been taking pictures of
That
it.
assortment dropped on September 4th, though.
Yeah. So the next assortment. So the one that's out now, full of a bunch of fucking Melvins that nobody wants, could have had a couple Baby Yodas in it.
I think Kelly made the best point in that they're pushing Rise of Skywalker merch so much right now, so they don't want to compete with themselves. They
know
sell
Baby Yoda will fucking crush it.
yeah
yeah.
they sell all the Rise of Skywalker stuff now and for the holidays, and then Baby Yeet will be there in May. Perfect timing for May the 4th.
Yeah,
Those fucking
especially when there's
Mandalorian
nothing else
figures
going
are
on.
going on eBay for like $40.
They're going to be selling Baby Yodas until the sky is falling with ash.
Yeah.
They will, and they would have been selling them to us already had they not fucked up.
I would say I would agree with your theory if it weren't for the fact that they were caught with their pants down when it came to Baby Groot, because they were banking on Rocket Raccoon being the merchandise mover.
Yeah.
And then Baby Groot happened, and everybody's like, I want a Baby Groot, I want a Baby Groot, I want a Baby Groot. And they're like, we got all these Rocket Raccoons.
Kristen in the chat says, those small 6 figures were designed 3 weeks ago. So,
I mean, the show started first week of October?
yeah, that just means that my theory is proven out. That is corroborating evidence.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know.
You
I
gotta,
feel-
that doesn't. That does the exact opposite. You got to deal with contracts. You can't just be going to companies and being like, "All right, guys, you're gonna have something we really want, or you really want from us, and you should give us a ton of money for it." You're not gonna know what it is, but it's better than normal Star Wars stuff, but it's still Star Wars stuff.
And I think those figures too feature things that have happened in later episodes. So
it's not like they shot the episodes last week. They've had them in the can for forever. If they knew what the fuck they were doing, they knew what they had on their hands, they'd have been ready to go and in the stores already. I had them shits on my desk now.
But again, then you would have known about it 3 months before the show aired.
The main point of all of this is, Lee, you need to jerk off, sir. You need to make a bowl of hot soup ASAP.
You need the chowder.
I love you, Lee. We have fun.
We do have fun. What's up, Kelly?
Oh, let's see. This past weekend I went to my buddy's house and we all bought one of my friends a Switch.
Oh,
he was the only one in our group. He was the only one in our group that didn't have one, so we all kind of chipped in and bought him one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So my buddy Nate goes to me, "Oh, Kelly, you hear that?" And I go, "Yeah." And we run into his bedroom. He throws on a horse mask. He gives me a Santa hat. We toss the gifts because we got him a Switch and Breath of the Wild. Toss that in a sack, and I ride his back into the living room, saying, "Ho, ho, ho! Where's the best little boy?"
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I love it.
It was just a Christmas moment.
That
for
sounds
the
lovely.
ages.
That young man will remember that year forever.
Yep. Yeah, so that was a good time. Fuck, what else?
You need yourself a Google Doc, son.
I do. Man, I do need a Google Doc. What have I been doing? I don't know. Watching shit. It's been just playing Pokemon. I've been playing so much Pokemon. I beat the post game now.
That advent calendar you've got has been a real bummer, huh?
Yeah, it sucks this year. Last year was
it
great.
Really sucks.
It was all Christmassy last year. Like last year was awesome, and this year is just fucking circles of eyes.
Yeah,
Are they even googly?
I mean, kinda.
They're kind of googly, I guess, but not to the point of where they like point in different directions.
Yeah. No, this one seems like, oh man, these are cards you could actually use in the game. Well, guess what, guys? I don't play that game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You hear that? Kelly don't play that game.
Sorry, I bought the product for your game that I don't play, and it's not making me happy. Konami don't give a fuck about me.
Kelly don't play that.
They sure don't.
No.
You know Homie the Clown, Kelly?
I can't say I know Homie the Clown.
Oh, Homie the Clown was the best.
I can't say we've ever crossed paths.
Okay, that's your homework for the off season. Google a couple. The show In Living Color. Are you aware of that show?
Yes.
Okay, it was a sketch on In Living Color played by Damon Wayans. He was a clown who didn't take no shit.
Okay. I like
You are Kelly. Don't play that.
Let's see. I watched the two most recent episodes of Terrace House, and you guys, shit has changed.
Terrace House, Terrorist House.
No, Terrace.
Terrace, like
Yes.
like a terrace.
You missed that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us thought he kept saying terrorist house.
No, terrace, as in like the part of the house.
Yes, yeah.
House.
No,
The
we
part
get
of the
that
house
now.
that the terrorists stay on.
Okay,
Yes.
Kelly, say terrace.
Terrace.
Now say terrace house.
Terrace house.
As tourists.
There's something about the way you say it with the two words together. There's like an extra syllable in there that just sounds like terrorist house. Bless
So
your heart.
in the past two episodes, half of the cast left.
Oh
and
no,
they've been replaced with new people.
that's ridiculous.
Well, that's what you sometimes you just graduate. You just
Well, yeah, because
decide
they were
you're
like,
leaving.
I'm getting a lot of weird tweets because they think we're on Terraced House.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
Ruka was entirely useless, but he eventually went to a cooking class and learned a little bit of English and was like, you know what? I've grown up enough. I can leave now. Then the
I mastered English. I'm out, bitches.
then Haruka was just like, guys, I've done enough here. I'm leaving. And now she went and made a photo book. So that's probably
Well, it sounds
selling
like
well.
the first English word that guy learned was sayonara.
God damn it.
And
No?
then Pepe left because his schedule got too crazy with now that his
With
manga's
all that
published.
mail.
Yes.
I'm killing it. Callback City.
Yeah, so he left. So then they're just like, all right, we need 3 new people. And they put in some German girl who
Fuck yeah.
lives in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Japanish.
No, she speaks Japanese, but she's just a German.
Oh,
that's
woman.
weird.
Bad whack might. I told you when I saw that Chinese lady at the buffet speaking Spanish. Blew my goddamn mind. Blew my fucking mind, man.
There's a dude who lived in the U.S. for a while and wants to be a stand-up comedian, who's now on the show. At one point, the girls in the house asked him who his favorite stand-up comedian was, and he said Chris Rock, and they're like, we don't know who that is. And then the other guy is from the Philippines, I believe, and he seems like a real weird pervert.
Checks out.
Jesus Christ.
Because, like, apparently he's this famous Japanese illustrator's personal assistant. And the first time we're introduced to this guy is he's sitting in the car with this dude. And they're talking about the show. And the first joke he goes to make is he's like, yeah, might even get to see some of the girls bathing. And the dude's just like, man, that's cool. You should burn that on a DVD for me. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Guy's gonna bring some weird pervert energy to the house, I see.
That is that's definitely a take.
And then they roasted him about it on the panel in between scenes.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
That's Homie the Clown for you, Kelly.
Oh, okay. But I think December 24th, the second batch of this season of Terrace House hits Netflix.
Okay, he's definitely saying terror.
Not saying Terrace House.
Isis Island.
Yeah,
now
Isis
he's just
Island.
doing it on purpose.
Bless your little heart.
Every one of us.
Every one of us. I think that's pretty much it. Been
Terrace
besides
house or
like
bust.
yeah, besides just going to work, dealing with holiday shit.
Man, fuck work, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially working retail during the holidays.
I bet you are dealing with some holiday shit.
Honestly, I don't mind working the holidays because it's, I don't know, you get to help people, and I like that.
Aw.
I like to help the old people that come in with the list of things they don't know what any of them are.
Comic book statue.
Exactly. Then they ended up buying their the grandkid an Assassin's Creed action figure because the grandpa was like, I know who plays this game. Like, all right, bud. I look forward to seeing this being returned in a few weeks.
Y'all got any baby Yodas? I saw those on the news.
Oh, God.
They said it was all a plan. I don't believe them.
There's a
Luckily-
whole lot of Terrace House on Netflix.
Yeah, there's a lot. Watch the 2019-2020
Oh,
season.
definitely not.
Yeah, that's the good one so far.
I'm sure it's fine, but I don't got time for that.
It's a very easy watch.
In the season finale, does SEAL Team 6 knock down the door?
They do.
Oh God, that's great.
There was a
Hold on.
very touching moment in the most recent in the second to most recent episode where Pepe's manga was first published, and he went to a convenience store and bought a bunch of copies of it. And,
Pepe.
yeah,
It's Sylvia's manga.
he goes and talks to the lady at the counter. He's like, "I made this one." She goes, "Oh, I'll be your biggest fan and tell all my people, my customers to buy your book.
Well, ain't that precious?
It was a very sweet moment. That's the kind of reality show content I enjoy. Nice, wholesome shows.
Just a bunch of sweet boys running
Just
around.
a bunch of sweet
helping
boys.
people out. Just people helping people.
Not just
Yeah.
American trash.
Not this
Yeah.
American trash. So that's why I'm hoping that Tupas doesn't like skin anybody or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out he's Itchy the Killer in real life.
Yeah,
Take a really hard turn.
new weird pervert guy. I don't like him.
What's going on with you, Jose?
Shit. Fucking, besides watching Knives Out making the Super Bowl and fucking just being all around all right. Not much.
All
Just
around,
chilling.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, hanging in there. As only we could do.
I
Lady's birthday.
do feel like you've turned a corner lately, Jose. You're on fire. You're killing it these days.
Well, life changes.
Yeah, life finds a way.
Life finds a way. So, just dealing with life, making it through, trying to adjust to a different schedule that is supposed to be sleeping early. And fuck, I am not good at that shit. I am not good at going to bed early.
Yeah.
It's the wind down. I got to get a better wind down routine. Stop doing whatever I'm doing, which I've done a couple nights, but not consistently.
No more
Sometimes,
cocaine.
sometimes for me, the problem is not only do I just sit in front of the computer for, hours until it's, 3 a.m, but then also there's not enough time during the day to get the stuff done that I want to get done. So the best time to do that is, Mary goes to sleep around 9 o'clock. So I just fucking pound away until I can't no more, and then do it again the next day.
That's all you can do is just keep pounding until you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Just poundy.
Fucking story of my life, dog.
Yeah, because and that's the thing that sucks is like, it's hard for me and her to go to bed at the same time because sometimes she's got to be to work at 6, 5 in the morning. I don't want to go to bed at 8.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, goddamn. 8?
And you also don't want
to.
to. You don't want to go into bed when you're not ready to fall asleep either, because then you're going to be tossing and turning and disturbing her too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's part of the
She's
thing.
Gonna kick me the fuck out.
Right.
She's gonna say, "Look, motherfucker, get it together, get it the fuck out."
So one of the things that I do, and it's not the most healthy thing, is when I'm wanting to get to bed, I'll go lay on the couch, I'll turn the office on, and I'll fall asleep on the couch first until Netflix plays the 3 episodes and it stops playing episodes. And then I wake up and I take my ass back into bed and just try and make the trip from the couch to the bed as short as possible, and to kind of stay in that REM sleep,
Mm-hmm.
kind of make it an easy transition.
It's not quite come all the way out of it.
Yeah.
Get that good stuff, that good sleep. Well, we got Fitbits, so now we're monitoring our sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And our steps, so we're competing in that. Which the day I fucking worked and walked the most, I goddamn forgot my Fitbit. I took it off to take a shower. I was gonna crush her ass. She got so lucky.
Yeah. I don't have the Fitbit, but I have the thing on my phone where it checks my activity. But I don't carry my phone on me all the time because, if I'm like around the house, it's gonna pull my pants down. So I bring it, I carry it with me and set it down places, and then every so often my phone's like, "Hey, you really haven't been active at all, so you kind of need to like step it up." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you don't know what I've been doing.
Yeah, you don't know me. You don't know what I do.
You don't know my
Go
life."
fuck yourself, phone.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
It's like,
go eat it.
how about we adjust your move minutes to 15 today? How about that? Can you handle 15 minutes of moving your fat ass?
Yeah. But I don't know. Life's fucking funny that way. You sick little rabbit, you life. Just a funny little, little you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So, yeah, that's me. I watched the movie, but I'll talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
Word. All right, let's take a break. Check out our classic.
Yep.
And we'll come back with the top 6. Again, a lot of participation this week. It'll be fun. We'll talk about our favorite finales as we get ready for a Star Wars, which is a fucking thing. Star Wars coming out.
Yep.
So yeah, enjoy this. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Jose did a great job. 123 for Jose.
Coming in strong, getting that bell back.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
but your quarterback is not going to be that good.
So,
good luck.
Is he not?
He's not. We will see. Tito's going to win this whole thing.
He's got a good team.
We're all playing for second place.
No, I'm playing for first. I'm kidding.
Well, you're not going to get first because you've got Josh Gordon who's going to get hooked on drugs in like week 5, and you got a quarterback who's not going to perform 42 points week to week.
Well, speculation.
And we all know how you feel about
Or I have Josh Gordon who breaks Randy Moss's touchdown record for a single season, and I have a quarterback who plays like Mahomes all season. So we'll see.
I mean, maybe.
I got just as good of a chance of going that way as it does the other way. I'll take the 50-50.
No, you do not have a 50-50 chance of it going that way.
I'll take the 50-50.
You have like a 70-30, maybe 80-20.
Hey, we'll mark it. And we'll talk at the end of the season.
We will mark it.
Side bet.
I'm confident.
I like my team.
Even Vaughn cracked 100 points, Lee.
Yeah, Juan teams had me fucking scared for a second. Not used to that.
Yeah.
Neither is he.
Exactly. He didn't stock up on every single Bears player he could draft, so you're working out for him. So far, we'll see.
Well, you act like my team's shitty though. But you
I'm
forget
not
I
saying
got
that
Michael
your team is
Thomas,
shitty.
Kittle.
I'm saying that your team has a lot of high-risk players on it.
No.
Yes.
A lot?
In key
Two?
spots. Maybe
Two
not
out
a lot.
of 2 out of 15?
Maybe a lot is too much, but your quarterback is risky.
No, I have a quarterback who
Juju Smith?
He put up good numbers last year.
Juju, risky. Josh Gordon, risky.
Hey,
Well, you got a dude named
risky-
They're
Juju?
big guys.
I'm a
You got
risky
dude
kind of
named
guy.
Juju?
He's got Juju. You are a risky kind of guy, but when you're a risky kind of guy, you gotta at least own it. At least acknowledge that it's risky.
Dude, how's Juju risky? He's put up solid numbers for the past 3 years.
Did you watch Roethlisberger?
Well, then, yeah, but James Conner went early. Juju Smith went early in everything. They're all expected to do good.
They are.
I don't think a
except
first rounder is risky.
He's risky in the sense that his quarterback looked horrendously bad and couldn't hit any of his open receivers.
Well, it's just as risky as drafting Tyreek Hill.
Well, yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, it's football. Anyone can get hurt. Technically, every one of these picks is risky.
I'm not sure if Mahoney truly knows what he's talking about, but I believe he does.
Yeah.
We'll see. Jose and I are playing for second place, so. Because ain't nobody topping Tito.
Hey, 50-50. Juju got hurt, out of my control. Tyreek Hill got hurt, so I was right. Even drafting Tyreek Hill's risky.
I would like to thank the loyal listener who sent that one in. Let me check my notes. Who was that? That was from Popcast
Mahoney?
483. It was sent in by Daniel Mahoney.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Hey, and I was right. 50-50. Lamar Jackson became the top quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
And Josh Gordon is not in the league.
I think it was
So
on
50-50.
I think it was on Weekend Update where they talked about how the NFL is finally done with Colin Kaepernick, but you know what? There's been 4 black quarterbacks that beat Tom Brady this year. So, Kaepernick, your legacy lives on.
Got him.
Remember the day where whites thought they had the position of quarterback all locked up? We're losing the country, man.
They're taking our leagues.
What about the values? All right, let's do the top 6.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the
In honor of
Rise of Skywalker.
being, look, man, it's all about the Mandalorian. Who gives a fuck? It's the last Star Wars. It's the Star Wars finale, of course. They're not going to make any more Star Wars, I'm sure.
Well, at least of this story, this is supposed to be the last one of the Skywalker Saga. You know, you're kind of right, though. They're
going to do a spinoff, the Rose Saga.
They better nail it with this one because we have the Mandalorian to directly compare it to. So,
if it's not better than the Mandalorian,
it has to be at least as good.
No, it needs to be better.
I don't know, man. The Mandalorian's really good.
But you're finishing a trilogy. The Mandalorian season 1, like anything good from the Mandalorian, is unexpected and you'll take it. But you've had 3 movies to build up to this finale, and you can't make it better than the TV show they just slapped together that doesn't have merch.
Just slapped together.
I'm just saying the movie should be better.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't believe that people are still bitching
about what?
Have you met Star Wars fans?
Just still bitching.
Present company excluded. Star Wars fans can be some of the worst people.
You know, fans in general are shit.
Just crazy. All right, so the idea was to go into your favorite finales, be it TV, movies, whatever. And I think we got a lot of feedback on this one. I'd make it a point to not read the list throughout the week, but I keep seeing lots of notifications in that thread, so I'm pretty excited about it. Be good times. So, for me, I'm going to do a shout out to the Daredevil finale on Netflix. Even though they thought they were coming back for season 4, the ending was really good after all that fucking bleak darkness. That was kind of hopeful at the end, and I liked it. I wasn't mad that it was over at that point. Would have liked to have seen more, but thought it was a fitting end.
Refresh my memory.
On the Daredevil finale?
Yeah.
After having not put the suit on the entire season, he goes to, the Fisk's penthouse and beats the ever-living shit out of him, does not kill him, takes Fisk down for real, reconciles with Karen and Foggy, and they just kind of, I think it ends with them having like a lunch together or something.
Nice.
At Foggy's parents' deli.
Right. I see it now.
A nice, cute little get-together.
Yeah, after all that darkness, and to have it kind of end on a hopeful note was nice. And then big shout out to the Big Bang Theory. I didn't watch that fucking show, but I'm glad that it was over.
Has it finished?
Yeah, it's done.
Well, I mean, there's young Sheldon.
That doesn't count.
Did it finish this year?
No, it's been finished for a little while now.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oh,
I think last year. Or earlier this year? Early?
Real popular amongst the people that I sit around at work. And they were all sad that it was over. And I'm like, God, I can't wait for it to be over.
Have they been enjoying young Sheldon?
I don't believe they watch the young Sheldon.
What the fuck's wrong with them?
If they do, they don't
if
talk
they
about
love
it.
that show so much.
It's like trying to sell Fear the Walking Dead to Walking Dead fans.
So, on to the list proper. Got to put Preacher on the list. I feel like both the comic and the show had a very satisfying end, but I got to give it to the comic because the comic Jesse and Tulip literally riding off into the sunset together. So that's the best possible ending.
Yeah, I would have put so much money on Preacher being on your list.
It's a really good ending. It's very satisfying. Cassidy gets his redemption to a certain degree, but he's not absolved of his fuckery. It's good. It's very, very good. Kind of a new one, a bit of a dark horse. You're the Worst on FX.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, we still have a season of that. Yeah, we're on the last season.
It's great. It's very good. The kind of framing sequence around
right?
all the episodes really kind of foreshadowed a fucking bummer, but it ends kind of sweet, and I like it. It was really good and fit those characters. No spoilers, and so they hasn't seen it, but it's very good.
Hulu, right?
I think it's on Hulu. Yeah,
it's either on Hulu or Netflix.
It's somewhere. Yeah,
Disney Plus.
I believe You're the Worst is in fact on Disney Plus. Next up, Gravity Falls. Watch this one with Zoe over the course of about a year. It is on Disney Plus now. You should totally watch it if you haven't. It's a weird little supernatural mystery show, like for all audiences. Super tight writing, excellent voice acting, and again, they wrap it up in a tiny little bow. Like it's not a thing that got canceled. That's not a story you can tell forever, and they didn't try, which I really appreciate.
Respect.
I just got bummed out about Last Man on Earth.
Yeah, that one. If you tell me to come back a Last Man on Earth movie, I'm fucking there immediately.
Yeah,
I would love to see that again.
Anytime someone says Last Man on Earth, at first I think Last Man Standing, and I was like, why the fuck do you... Oh, wait, that's not the Tim Allen show.
Not where Tim Allen's a MAGA.
Yeah.
Love that Tim Allen MAGA show. Next up, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Good one. I had that on my honorable mentions.
Caesar, legit, one of my all-time favorite movie heroes. And just the end of his journey with his people is so good.
Low-key, one of the best modern trilogies that...
No one talks about it.
Yeah.
No one talks about it. And it's really... All those movies are really good.
There was news that came out recently that someone's looking to continue those movies. Because I think it's technically under Disney now, isn't it?
I guess it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It would be in the same universe, but obviously, R.I.P. R.I.P. Grandma.
Rip Caesar!
Rip Grandma. Rip Grandma.
Caesar!
You're dead. Nothing can hurt you anymore.
Rip Caesar, you're in monkey heaven!
Ape. He's a member of the Great Ape family.
Can't hear you over my Fortnite dance.
She would not know that. She would definitely say monkey heaven. For sure. Next up, God of War 3. Very good ending of Kratos' story until it wasn't the end of Kratos' story. Those games are really kind of accented by big kind of epic boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
And that game has great boss fights, but nothing comes close to the boss fight with Poseidon because it's great boss fight, very intricate battles. And then, after the big fight proper, there's kind of like a series of quick time events where he just kicks the living shit out of Poseidon. And it sometimes shifts to first person through Poseidon's eyes. So just watching Kratos beat the shit out of you. And towards the tail end of the aforementioned shit beating out of, the game prompts you to push both your fingers on the left and right analog stick and press in. And that prompts Kratos to put his thumbs in Poseidon's eyes and gouge them out.
Oh, that is outstanding.
Yeah, I've never seen that before or since, and it left an impression. That is a fucking kick-ass mechanic.
I think that mechanic should come standard for all games now.
Yeah, fucking cool. Like what? Okay, I guess what's he gonna do if I do this? Oh my god, that's amazing. That was so fucking cool. And then number one, I'm gonna take a wild guess. Gonna be on a lot of people's lists. Fucking Endgame. Endgame is unfuckwithable as far as finales go, for reasons too numerous to mention. That's mine. That's what I got. And then head on over to the email at popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Vetter writes in, just not getting with the fucking times. Not getting on the Discord action, Vetter. Emailed it in. But I do appreciate the email. He says, shout out to the eventual Conan the King, which will wrap the Conan trilogy. And I think, frankly, it's taken a whole lot for granted, Vetter. All right, and then his list proper. Vetter says, number 6, Cheers. Well, it wasn't my favorite at the time. I always enjoyed it, and it was the first TV show I remember having a big finale. I vaguely remember the Cheers finale. Number 5, The Last Crusade, because the Crystal Skull doesn't count.
You know, I love Last Crusade. Last Crusade is, bar none, my favorite Indiana Jones.
More than Temple of Doom, really?
Oh, yeah. By far.
I liked that one when it came out. I loved it.
By far. I don't know, like, respect to Vetter, like, this is your list. But I thought of it, but I don't feel like Last Crusade is an ending to that character's story, specifically.
It's not really a wrap-up. It's
right.
more like another adventure.
Yeah.
He just happens to have his dad with him this time.
Exactly.
Nothing really got tied in a bow. It was just more like, well, no, of course he gets into more shit.
Number 4, Calvin and Hobbes. The last panel of them riding off in a little red dragon into the sunset was a fitting tribute to, in my opinion, the greatest comic strip ever. Number 3, SNL. The year escapes me, but the season finale that had Phil Hartman and Chris Farley close the show at the song's end marked the end of the Bad Boys of SNL era. It'd be a bigger moment unbeknownst to us later on with their passings. Number 2, G.I. Joe World War III by Devil's Due. He loved the Devil's Due run and the Joes up until they folded. That was a great way to end the run, he says. And then number 1, Return of the Jedi. I know this is still ongoing, but this was the end for the longest time. Peace in the galaxy, bad guys dead, Luke's a Jedi, good times, great memories. Solid list, Vetter.
Yeah.
Solid list.
Thank you, Mr. George Lucas.
What you got, Kelly? I'm going to take you for yours.
Well, let's see what I got. Number 1, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Number 2, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Number 3, Star Wars Episode 3. Forgot the name of that one. Number 4, Star Wars Episode 4.
Star Wars?
A New Hope. Number 5, Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. And number 6, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Nailed it. Nailed it, George.
You got to 2, and I was like, oh, he forgot Attack of the Clones.
Nope, it was the third one. I forgot.
Yeah.
What is that third one?
Revenge of the Sith.
That's it. Okay. All right. My actual list.
Oh no.
You made your bed.
Number 6. Number 6 is the ending of Super Mario Odyssey. I love the ending of that game.
Great game.
You kick the shit out of Bowser.
Then you get to ride around as Bowser?
And then you are Bowser. And you run around. And you get out the place that's exploding. And then Peach says, hey, both of you guys go fuck off. You're dumb. It's a great game. I love it.
It's a very good game.
Number 5, the ending of Old Boy. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, I won't say anything else because you should see that movie unspoiled.
Yeah.
Number 4, I gotta go with the season finale of Watchmen. That show fucking rules.
It does.
And that they stuck the landing on that finale.
Oh my god.
All I wanted to do last night was to watch the finale, and it did not happen. I'm so pissed.
So you're just missing the finale, Lee?
I got 2 left.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got a whole season.
So the last scene I saw was a scene with Abar and her husband at the house.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming for a moment.
Yeah, no, they totally stick the landing. It's like I said on Twitter the other day. Tomorrow, the final issue of Doomsday Clock finally releases.
That's right. Fucking after, what, 4 months? Something like that?
It's like if you were to make your mom dinner, and as you're going to bring out the plate of food, you see that Gordon Ramsay beat you to the punch and cooked her favorite food ever.
I feel like that's probably going to be an apt comparison.
They may as well have just said, you know what, we're not going to put this out. It's like the Watchmen TV series. One of the best of the decade. Doomsday Clock. Some mimes fuck. So number 3, Godzilla Final Wars.
Fuck yeah, Final Wars.
I love that movie. It's just everything I want a Godzilla movie to be. It's just so many monsters, and they're all punching each other.
Doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Then the people are punching each other, and there's cool action scenes. It's just a really fun movie.
Is that the one with the elaborate? There were a couple of those around the same period. Is that the one with the elaborate motorcycle race? Motorcycle chase?
I think it is.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, no, it's just a great movie, and for years it was the finale of Star Wars, the finale of Godzilla, and it is still the finale of that version of Godzilla.
Before we got that reboot.
Yep. We got that Shin Godzilla. Number 2, I'm going with Genichiro Tenryu's final match against Okada. As far as I'm concerned, that is the best retirement match that anyone has ever had. Because at that point, Tenryu can barely go. And he doesn't want to have a bad match. So he just lays all his shit in and beats the piss out of Okada. Like, by the end of the match, Okada's just covered in bruises. He's got, like, 2 black eyes. Oh,
God.
He takes a beating. But, you know, he gives it back to the old man, too. He just kicks the shit out of him, too. And it's just this wonderful match of these 2 dudes just killing each other. And the rising star of Okada taking out Tenryu in his final match. It's great. I love that match. And number 1, the finale to the Ring of Honor versus CZW feud, their Cage of Death from the Death Before Dishonor, I believe the show was.
Cage of Death, for those of you keeping score at home. Cage of Death.
Yep. This wasn't your traditional CZW Cage of Death with insane glass contraptions. This was more of just a big old cage, and it was like War Games rules.
What year was this?
This was 2006.
Who were some of the notables?
So the Ring of Honor team was Samoa Joe, Bryan Danielson, Adam Pearce, Ace Steel, and BJ Whitmer. The CZW team was Chris Hero, Eddie Kingston,
Want to get fucking nuts?
Necro Butcher, Nate Webb, and a 5th whose name I can't remember who that was.
Pretty solid representations of
good lineup.
Those eras.
Yeah, and like of course you get Bryan Danielson just being a dickhead and attacking Samoa Joe and taking him out and then leaving the ring because he's the champion. He doesn't give a fuck what happens. So that eventually leaves the Ring of Honor team down to just the 3 men because, Joe had to be taken out because of his fucked up leg. And that's when, just as things are looking bleak, the lights go out and Homicide's music kicks in. And he comes in and they just destroy everyone. It's great. It's a great finale and immediately leads into something new after that, too, which was always good for a finale to kind of...
Yeah, a rare season finale of wrestling, so to speak.
Pretty much, yeah. It immediately started up something new. Like, it went from this, like, here's this great feel-good moment for Ring of Honor into, like, this hot angle where it was Adam Pearce and Jim Cornette beating up Homicide.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, it's because Homicide demanded a thank you, and he said some shit, and then stuff happened. It turned into this really big angle that eventually led into Homicide finally winning the Ring of Honor title at the end of the year. The Ring of Honor booking from that era was some of the best wrestling has ever seen.
Kind of unrelated, but I pleaded my case in the New York 64 for Hulk Hogan over Chris Benoit, but
I voted Hogan.
I knew Benoit was gonna take it, but man, fuck Hulk Hogan to
I
death.
voted Hogan.
Yeah.
Fucking solid. Solid list, Kelly.
Thank you.
Took it was all very on brand, and I respect that. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Very good. What we got on the Discord, Nice?
We got Shark right off the bat. Number 6, the Band of Brothers finale. That is a dad answer if I ever heard one. If I could...
Oh, the other guy on the CZW team was Claudio Castagnoli.
Ah,
who now
Cesaro.
people know as Cesaro.
Yeah. If I could get my dad the DVD box set of Band of Brothers for Christmas every year, I would. Just like have him Groundhog Day it so he doesn't remember. Hits all the good feels, and the reveal of which veterans were still alive was awesome and emotional. Number 5, Back to the Future 3, over-the-top Western finish with a flying train. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 4, the end of Supernatural Season 5. Just an awesome 5-year story. The rest have been up and down for quality, but the first 5 years was special.
That was on my short list, actually, because they did kind of write the end of the show.
But then it just kept going.
Years.
Is that when they went to hell?
Yeah, they went to hell and kind of saved the world from the apocalypse the first time, and that's when the showrunner left. That was the end. He wrote the end of the fucking show, and then they kept going for 10 more years.
Number 3, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows 2. It's what everything was being built up to. It was awesome sequences of fights and story build. Number 2, I don't think you're going to see this on any other list. Quantum Leap. Just something about him not making it home is heartbreakingly sad and open for more.
Good pull.
And number 1, the MASH finale.
That's the daddest answer of all time.
Yeah, it is.
It wasn't the best episode when Blake dies, or the black and white episode with no laugh track is the best, but it ended the long run appropriately. The movies
I did not know Shark was 61.
The movie. Well, I mean, when I was a kid, the only thing that was syndicated was MASH, essentially.
Right.
So, when I was a kid, I thought MASH was first run.
Yeah, fair point.
I mean, when did MASH finish? It might have been 80, 81, so cut it close. The movies that would have been good if it weren't for late edition money grabs, these movies were the last one till they weren't. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, Toy Story 3, The Mummy Returns, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and Terminator 2. Toy Story 3 is a great ending to that story. But man, Toy Story 4 is so fucking good.
It's really good. It's really good.
I would agree with his assessment that it's a cash grab because, it's Disney. So yes, it's a cash grab, but it's also incredible. And
then they sold a spork for $70.
Fucking brilliant. Yeah, they had sporks in stores when Toy Story 4 came out, but they can't get a baby eat.
They made a $70 spork, and they didn't know. Yeah, fuck you.
Juggalo John in the chat says MASH was on longer than the real war it was based on.
Yeah.
Excellent. Outstanding. Oh, Johnny. Sorry. Johnny. Let's see if Mahoney were here, I would ask him to read Juan's list, but he's not. So I
can read Juan's list.
read Juan's list.
I got Discord open this week.
Okay,
cool. I remembered.
Oh,
right,
it says you're online on your phone. Look at that.
Sure does. I am. Let's go Juan. For the bit, I should have blocked Juan. So number 6, Dungeons & Dragons animated series. Not many realize that this was a classic 80s Saturday morning cartoon, did have a final episode that wrapped things up. Sadly, it was never animated, but was made as a radio show, which can be found in the DVD as well as YouTube.
Well, that doesn't count. If they didn't make it, that doesn't count.
Number 5, Bionic Ever After.
Episode is the supplemental bonus DVD material for the Bionic Woman.
Bionic Ever After, a made-for-TV... A made-for-TV movie, the third one, in fact, that capped off both the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman.
When you
Didn't
said
have a purpose, one.
I can't. I thought for sure that you were reading his list. I can't believe you pulled that out of midair.
Did not do that on
amazing.
purpose.
Number 4, Lost. It was awesome and amazing, and shut the fuck up about the polar bear.
Disagree.
I did like the finale.
I like the
episode.
ending of Lost.
I like the finale episode of Lost. That last season was hot trash.
Yeah, but I like the finale.
Yeah.
It's hard to wipe away that last trash season, though. Like, you don't get to have a trash season and then, like, you know, win all your goodwill back with an episode.
Well, at least you didn't end a trash season with a trash episode. Though.
Yes.
Dexter.
Fair enough.
That's exactly where I was headed.
Fair enough.
Number 3, Angel. Even though it ends on a cliffhanger, the final episode of the show is filled with so much heart and emotion that it will forever touch my soul when I hear the line, "Lie to me."
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Number 2, Farscape, the Peacekeeper Wars. The series ended on a cliffhanger, and as a fan, there was no hope for resolution. Thank God for letter writing campaigns as we got the miniseries that concluded the story. And number 1, Twin Peaks. For years, I never knew there would be a resolution to the series. When it finally came, it was the most engrossing and mind-boggling event that I've ever seen on television.
People fucking love Twin Peaks.
I feel like I'd
Never saw
like
the
Twin
original.
Peaks.
I feel like you would like Twin Peaks, Kelly.
Yeah,
Kelly don't play that,
I guess not.
but he may
He may play that.
rent some of that physical media. Go
I may-
to your public library.
Kelly don't play libraries.
And
Chris Nowland.
That's where the
writes in,
hobos go to jerk off.
Milwaukee libraries go hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Chris Nowland writes in, joining us on the Discord. Honorable mentions to Red Dead Redemption 2, because Arthur Morgan's character arc is wildly well done, and she's correct. Farscape, because of everything Juan said. This is a good one. Who shot Mr. Burns? No other cartoon has ever generated the buzz The Simpsons achieved with the season 6 finale.
Oh man, I remember. I feel like they had a contest for.
They did.
You could write in with your theory of who the murderer was.
I think that was the first time I was ever really cognizant of like a season finale.
Yeah.
Because I think by that point it was already syndicated. So like Simpsons was always on.
Mm-hmm.
And like it didn't really occur to me that the new ones are on Sunday or whatever. And so like I'm like, wait, what do you mean we have to wait several months before we find out what the hell happened?
I thought it was Jimbo who shot Mr. Burns because earlier in that episode, Mr. Burns is wearing Jimbo's outfit, the hat, the shirt, and all that. So I was like, did he like steal Jimbo's clothes at one point? And Jimbo is the first person to encounter Mr. Burns after he gets shot. He's like, "Are you okay, man?"
What? You mean you didn't think it was Maggie? You didn't put that one together ahead of time?
No.
Ridiculous. Then she says, it hasn't ended yet, but I trust the good place will stick the landing and go down as near perfect TV.
Yeah, Mary didn't get a full list together, but she forgot to put this one on there. She was going to say the same thing. She's confident Good Place is going to have a great finale.
Can't really talk about it. I'm not ready. I'm not prepared emotionally for it. Number 6, The Long Halloween. Batman, Long Halloween. Great book with a tragic ending. Based on casting, it looks like this is the story they're using for the upcoming Robert Pattinson Batman movie. And she's right. That's a great ending.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Lost. Lost is important in this house, and I loved how it ended. Number 4, I'm going to reserve this space for Watchmen Season 1.
Hell yeah, Watchmen, number 4.
Yep. Number 3, Twin Peaks. Every week of the return was confusing right up until the very end. It's a show that makes you do your homework and really work to connect the dots. But once you do, it's a beautiful mind fuck of a story.
Homework!
Number 2, Game of Thrones Season 6. Season 6 rules. In the final episodes, Arya claims her name and visits Walder Frey. Cersei gets revenge on the High Sparrow and Sept. The Battle of the Bastards and Ramsay feeds his dogs. We finally discover who Jon Snow's mother is, and Daenerys makes s'mores with the Master's fleet and sells her bitchin' new army to Westeros. A lot going on there.
And how many seasons did Game of Thrones have? 9?
8?
8? Okay.
I think 8. That's about right.
Shout out to that episode that pissed everyone off.
The number one, Parks and Rec. Everyone's stories had a satisfying ending, and they thankfully kept pretending Mark never existed. The final scene of the finale mirrors the end of season 6. The last shot of both seasons, Ben asked Leslie if she's ready. In 6, she responds with, not at all. And in 7, she smiles and confidently says, I'm ready. It's literally the perfect way to go out.
That final season of Parks and Rec is great on its
Once you
own.
get past that first season, it's pretty good.
The first season, the first season's good. I would say the first season of Parks and Rec isn't as rough as the first season of The Office.
No,
but
it is. It's trying to be its own thing without being The Office while still being
The Office.
Yeah,
No.
I would just say skip the first season.
But the final season of Parks and Rec, they do a time jump, so there's so many great like future jokes in it and gags throughout the entire season.
We're from the future.
Wait, was it the entire season or was it just like?
I don't
think
know
it
if
was
I've
the whole-
seen.
I want to say it was
last
the whole season.
Okay,
It was like what, 5 years in the future or something?
5, 10, something like that.
Something like that.
Quality program.
So what you got, Nice?
Alrighty. I've got a lot of duplicates on my list too. Some that have already been talked about. A War of the Planet of the Apes was one of my honorable mentions.
Fuck yeah.
Just
So good.
every single one of those movies is solid from beginning to end, and what a great way to end it. And then I'd also agree with Back to the Future 3. Like at face value, going to the Wild West is kind of goofy as fuck, but like talk about putting a bow on a story, a time travel story, and in the end he gets back and everything's cool and he fucking stops himself from getting in that car wreck. I love all those. Back to the Future 2 is my favorite, but man, I will not take any bad talk about Back to the Future 3 whatsoever.
I remember hating it as a kid. I don't know why, but maybe because like I just went into cowboys and shit.
Right.
So it pissed me off. Oh wait, they were in the future and now they're talking about cowboys. Yeah, fuck this movie. I love it now.
It's been a while since I've I haven't watched it since it ended, and I haven't watched the new movie on Netflix, but I feel like Breaking Bad was pretty solid from start to finish, and that finale, like I watched the Breaking Bad finale and I was like, you know what, Lost, this could have been you, man, because comes full circle and Walt gets to do some sciencey shit and kills all the bad guys. Real good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't have the huge boner for Breaking Bad that everybody else did, but that was a really good final episode.
My number 5, we've talked about how the Dexter series finale is not allowed on anyone's lists.
Ugh.
But season 4,
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dexter season 4, like that's where it should have ended.
Yeah.
One of the most shocking episodes of television I've ever seen in my life.
Man.
Ever. Ever. In the history of television. More shocking than the moon landing.
It could have been higher on my list if it weren't for the rest of the seasons that came out after that. I kind of liked, I don't even remember how many seasons they did, but I kind of liked 5 and 6, but I think it was 7 and 8, and if there was a 9, those are bad.
There was the Lumen one, I think, was the one right after that.
Right, and I liked that one.
Yeah, it was all right.
To the
Then there
face.
was the Colin Hanks one.
Right, Edward James Olmos.
Yeah.
And then all the stuff where Deb was in love with him.
Oh,
From
so
the point where Deb shot LaGuardia, I was done.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
So dumb.
My number 4, and I don't feel like a lot of people would agree with this, but I remember the first time I saw it in theaters, I openly wept at the ending of Dark Knight Rises. It is not
really.
It is not up there in quality with The Dark Knight, but I do feel it's a great finish to that series of movies and a send off for the character.
I don't remember, but I bet I cried.
My number 3 is The Office. I will not take any.
I'm surprised that wasn't the one.
Well, I mean, you'll see what my 2 and my number 1 are. I will not hear any criticisms of season 8 or 9 of The Office. They are all great. And once Michael Scott leaves, it allows the other characters to grow and blossom. And like season 9 is just Dwight all day, every day. And he is so great in it. And the finale it's beautiful. Like, it ties everything up. Everybody's happy. You get Michael coming back. You get a big wedding. A reunion show of sorts. So good.
Michael Scar.
Michael, you came. That's what she said. Number 2, Return of the Jedi. And I'm talking specifically pre-special edition Yub Nub Return of the Jedi. Sure.
No, McClunky.
McClunky.
Sure, they've made 9,000 Star Wars movies since then, but for 18 years of my life, that was it. That was the end of Star Wars. And it ended with them fucking partying down with a bunch of teddy bears with fireworks going off.
Yeah, well, after they threw an old man down a hole.
Thank you, Mr. George Lucas.
And number 1 with a bullet, I agree with Lee, Endgame. Like, as Lee was talking about it, I was like, oh, God, Star Wars is trying to have their final movie the same year as Endgame. Like, we talked about how Rise of Skywalker needs to live up to just the lofty expectations that The Mandalorian is having right now. But, like, think about everything they nailed in Endgame. And how many stories they tied up,
every frame of it,
and just how expertly and even thinking about the fact that this was fucking 11 years of movies that they tied up.
Yep.
Bless
Sounds
their
like
hearts.
the Rise of Skywalker could use a little taste of the George.
Get the GL going.
Did you guys see?
Gold.
Did you guys notice Dave Filoni making a cameo in Mandalorian this week?
Which one was he?
As who?
He was one.
I saw his name was in there, but I don't.
He was one of the X-wing pilots at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the 3 X-wing pilots were Dave Filoni. The black dude was another director on maybe one of the cartoons, and then the chick was the director of one of the other Mandalorian episodes, who's gonna run the Obi-Wan show.
Oh, a woman.
McClunky.
McClunky.
I won't get too far off talking about Mandalorian, but it was fucked me up to see Bill Burr in the Star Wars.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy.
I laughed my ass off for a second or two.
I also love the fact that Bill Burr being in it means that, like, that means somewhere out there's like a space Boston. I think that's fucking hilarious.
And see, like, that doesn't bother me at all because there's so many accents in Star Wars.
I think it's fantastic.
They
that he didn't
speak
bother to,
fucking
like, put on
English.
any kind of affectation. He's like, yeah, give me that fucking blaster. We're going out there and we're going to bust the guy out the clink. We love it. I love it. Hell, I'd have been pissed if he didn't sound like he was from Space Boston. Fucking great.
Star Wars is a place for everyone except women.
What's that, Lee?
Get them McClunkies out of here.
None of you. No. No.
Not on my watch. Oh shit! I sold it.
Where'd you throw to, Lee? Discord?
Yeah, you got. I was asking if Jose had it up. He could read one.
Jose, you got Discord up?
You didn't warn me.
I'll be Jose.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's our new podcast where we come on and Kelly pretends to be me the whole time.
Oh my god.
All right, shout out to Ben. Shouts out to Parks and Rec and The Office US season finales. Both were perfect ways to say goodbye to these characters. Number 6, Why the Last Man, number 60. Probably the only time I felt like crying at the end of a comic.
Solid.
Number 5, The Lost finale. A controversial pick, to be sure, and honestly, I wasn't sure what I thought of it at the time, but my opinion of it had grown in the last 10 years. Number 4, the Buffy finale. It was basically The Last Jedi 15 years prior.
Huh.
Interesting take.
I wonder what that means.
I thought you said the Puffy trilogy. I was like, oh, when he changed his name to Diddy?
And then Dirty Diddy Money.
Yeah, I didn't watch Buffy, so I don't know what he means by that.
Means they brought in some fucking broads.
To Buffy? No.
Bring in all the McClunkies. I want a McClunky on my face right now.
Thank you, George Lucas. Number 3, Avatar: The Last Airbender finale. This show's pretty much perfect, and the finale's no different. Number
Everyone
2,
says that. I gotta watch that.
I watched a bunch of it when it was airing originally and really liked it, but I just fell off because I was a dumb child. Number 2, Return of the Jedi. Not my favorite of the original trilogy, but a very satisfying conclusion to that part of the saga.
Yup, motherfucker.
I mean, Return of the Jedi doesn't have to be your favorite, but also you're wrong.
Up top.
It doesn't have to be your favorite, but if you don't pick it as your favorite, you may be wrong. But respect.
I need to put more teeth in the mouths of those weird little guys.
Teddy
at the
bears?
end. They need more teeth. Number 1, 6 feet the 6 feet under finale. Again with the tears, it was outstanding.
Yeah, my mom was an emotional goddamn wreck after the 6 feet under finale. You would think somebody that she knew and loved actually died. She was a fucking disaster.
I mean, spoiler alert.
It's been 12 years.
Yeah, someone she loved probably did die in it.
Fair enough. But also says, shout out to Endgame. It may not be cinema, he says, but he likes it.
Oh, Ben is so salty that we talk shit about the Irishman. Calm down, Ben. Just like Martin Scorsese talking shit about Marvel movies wasn't a personal attack on everybody who likes Marvel movies. Just because The Irishman was 3.5 hours of old men trying to kick each other doesn't mean it's an attack on you.
All right, J-Pop writes in, honorable mentions to Return of the Jedi. He loved the perception that the Empire was ending, but The Force Awakens had to shatter the illusions for me, so here it lies.
Thank you, George Lucas.
That's one thing about the new ones that does kind of bug the shit out of me. Like, out of nowhere, like, oh yeah, no, there's this, the Empire's just back.
That's you make a good point, Lee, because it's like, we defeated the Nazis in the 40s, and they've never come back. We've been free of Nazis ever since the World War II.
Well, great. Now you've just bummed me out.
Not in George Lucas land. We got rid of all of them.
Bum me out.
And me and the teddy bears go party and snort coke off of those furry tits all night long.
Number 6.
Yup, nub.
Holidays of future Number 6.
Shout out to
Holidays
Ben.
of future past. They should have ended The Simpsons with this episode, and according to multiple people, was going to be the last episode if the cast hadn't renewed their contracts. Number 5, WrestleMania 30. Even though they had dragged, kicked, and screaming Daniel Bryan winning that match by tapping out Batista and winning against Triple H earlier in the night, made me so happy on the inside. And this title raid afterwards definitely wasn't a dumpster fire.
Oh, empty though, so empty.
I thought about putting that on my list, but just everything that came after it sucked so bad.
Number 4, The Watchmen TV show.
Shouts out Watchmen at number 4.
But I enjoyed it. Number 3, the Daredevil TV series. It just felt right. Number 2, Mr. Miracle. It made me feel some things, and I'm glad that it existed. I actually have it in my hand right now because it was on my desk. You hear that flopping? That's the sound of Mr. Miracle trade paperback. so yeah, what a coincidence. Then number 1, The Sopranos. I know it's infuriating to some people, but it's so good.
Woke up this morning.
Tied up most loose ends. Phil Ricardo gets his, and Tony has a nice dinner with his family.
Yeah, I
See what he
remember.
did there. I like what he did there.
People were so pissed.
They really were.
Sopranos is an all-time great. show. Like, I wouldn't put it anywhere near my top 6 finales, but all-time great shows.
Great show.
All-time top owners.
Yeah, and people kind of don't talk about it anymore. They forgot about it. They're sleeping on Sopranos now.
It's fucking been 15 years or more.
Time. Like, Sopranos was exceptional in an age where there wasn't a lot of exceptional TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, there were some bars set with that one. Not
way
followed,
ahead of its time.
set.
Like, the only reason 6 Feet Under existed was because Sopranos was a juggernaut.
God, one of my favorite moments in TV history. Tony's waiting at some lot, and it's just dead quiet, and this tiny car rolls up, and then Bobby Bacala's ass gets out of it. He's huge, and he takes 2 minutes to get out of the car, and he walks over, and he's all out of breath, and just the first thing Tony says to him is he's like, you should fucking seriously consider switching to salads. Fucking crack me up. This is great.
He was a savage, that Tony Soprano.
He really was.
Yeah. Tony Soprano laid some pipe, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He threw it into so many Jersey chicks.
Right into high gear.
Mm-hmm.
Forget
what's
about
Tito
it.
say, Nice?
Who'd say what about Nice?
What's Tito say?
Tito says, shout out to 7.
Tito say Tito.
I had 7 on my long list, and then I cut it because it is a finale of the movie,
right?
But I cut it because it's not necessarily a finale of a series or a show or whatnot. But yeah, the all-time great movie endings is what's in the box. He also says
in the box.
Batman: The Long Halloween, Punisher Max.
Ooh, good one.
Parks and Rec, and The Shield.
Ah, shit. The Shield's a great one.
Never watched The Shield.
Really
good. Pretty good.
Really, really good.
I watched The Commish, though.
You should just watch The Shield and pretend that it's just like a sequel to The Commish.
Yeah, exactly. Or watch The Shield and pretend like it's a prequel to Fantastic Four. Number 6, the original Planet of the Apes. The imagery, the shock of it was great.
All right.
I mean, that is an all-time great ending.
Yeah.
It is. It definitely is.
Number 5, The Usual Suspects. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
He'll flip you for real.
Number 4, Sons of Anarchy. Great series, very fitting ending.
Perfect ending. I'm bummed out I didn't put that on my list.
Number 3, Breaking Bad. The best TV drama I've ever seen. No loose ends left. Man, I need to watch
I
it.
always say that there's 2 types of people in this world. People that think Breaking Bad is the best TV show ever, and people that haven't seen Sons of Anarchy.
Well, that's weird, though. Because
the thing with Breaking Bad is with the finale, it's so good, and then they put out that movie on Netflix, and I have no want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I have no will to ever watch it because it's you gave it a good enough ending. Just leave it.
Yeah, but it's more Walt's ending.
I don't know. Jesse got that moment where he's driving away happy. It's cool. You're done.
He got out. Yeah.
Yeah, you got out. You did it.
Gets to go do whatever the hell he wants to now.
Yeah. I don't want anything bad to happen.
He went
to
and
him
did El
afterwards.
Camino. He wanted to do an El Camino, you guys. Number 2, Endgame. Everything I wanted to see was there. I still get goosebumps watching this. Do you guys remember? So that first Avengers movie came out in 2012, and Endgame came out in 2019. Do you realize that they waited 7 years to say Avengers Assemble?
They sure did.
And we thought we wanted it in the first Avengers movie, but no, we didn't.
No,
we didn't realize when
we didn't
really
know what we wanted.
We didn't
We had to
realize
tell
when
them.
we needed it. And number 1, Return of the Jedi. New special meaning after seeing Jen watch it for the first time and really enjoy it. Yeah, Tito has been sitting Jen down and having her watch all the Star Wars movies leading up to Rise of Skywalker this week. And
Thank you, Mr. George Lucas.
he started with Rogue One for some reason. I guess he was trying
Because
to...
Rogue One is the shit.
I think he was trying to test her mettle, like, see, like, if she can hang in through Rogue One, then maybe she'll hang in through the other movies.
That is not an original Lucas piece. We do not recognize it.
It is non-Lucas canon.
Non-Lucas canon, not enough taxes.
That movie, just hate. The hate that radiates off. I didn't even know you had it in you to hate a Star Wars thing this much.
See, at first I thought it was because it was after we got back from India that last time, and I had the shits. I shat water for a month.
Oh, you're holding Rogue One.
No.
Rogue
Listen,
One accountable for India.
can you let
George
me?
Lucas
dare
would
you?
never make you shit water.
Can you let me explain? So we saw Rogue
George
One.
Lucas only gives you nice.
So it's unjustified hate. He was so uncomfortable. He's gonna take it out on the movie. Unfair.
But see,
Rogue One gets those shitty.
I
shades.
thought that
solid, firm, one wipe clean poops.
I thought that maybe my shitting water might have tempered my opinion of Rogue One. So I watched it again, and I was like,
no, because what happens
it's
is
just
you
not
watched it
very
again,
good.
and you are so scarred. Like, how many people go back to Nam and don't have a good time? That's what happens.
You come back home with a necklace of ears every time.
Okay, I guess some may have fun.
It's like when you go to Hawaii, they put belay on you when you get in the airport. You get into Vietnam.
And then you always do the joke. What? What was that you said?
Yeah. Just chop some ears off, put them on a string.
What boot shoelace?
Kelly
Super
has
legit.
such a dark side.
Kelly, don't play that.
Go impregnate a local.
It all
leave and go home.
makes sense. Now I know. Now I know. There's nothing wrong with Rogue One. You just, whenever Rogue One comes up, you probably get like a poopy tummy rumble.
It's lacking the George
Because it
Lucas
brings
touch.
back the memory.
You're probably right. But I think part of it is it's boring.
I don't see how it's boring. I don't see how
And
it's
none of the
boring.
characters are interesting.
we can
fight
make it.
scenes, like,
We can make it more
all over the
boring.
place.
Oh my god! And I just
so
love,
much
I
shooting in
love
that
riling
movie.
you up about it too.
I every time I see that movie, and I watch it once a week. Every time I see that movie, I think, God damn it! I want a scene where Darth Vader admires a pod racer.
So
He says that could have been me.
Mary flaked on a list, but she did want to mention she had the idea of David Bowie's Black Star album, which came out.
Ooh, that's an interesting pull.
Came out 2 days before he died, and it's basically him, talking about his forthcoming death. She says, "It's a great finale to a phenomenal career, especially when you realize how much he had to fight to finish it before he died."
Very. That's excellent.
Yeah, that never even crossed my mind, but
that's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad props to my wife.
Shouts out.
Oh shit! Mad props to somebody who's knowing he's dying and writes an album.
Yeah.
Zero writes in. He says this is the unorganized list by Z and Cat. You're right. Upgrade. Don't know what that is.
Upgrade is Venom without the symbiote, I believe.
What the fuck is that?
So wait, does someone need a
don't
lobster?
He gets like I don't know what the deal is, but he gets
That's a Bradley Cooper one?
No. That's Limitless. That's the one where the guy becomes limitless.
Yeah.
No,
Not the one where he gets an upgrade.
Yeah, I don't know if he gets like something jacked into his brain or whatever, but like he gets like super abilities.
Okay. All right. Number 5, Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 version. Next, the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Endgame, Puella Magimodica Magica. Which I
People
think is part of
love that shit. Like I need to give it a watch one of these days.
Zoe and I watched a bit of it. It's pretty cool. Like it's like it looks like a cutesy magical girl show, but that shit is dark.
Yeah.
Like it's wild. It's good. And then we got Kubo and the Two Strings, which is interesting because the ending of that is the worst part of the movie. I feel like.
Oh.
It just happens so quickly.
Is it the reveal that there's actually 3 strings?
It's definitely not that.
Well, that's how I would have done
I
it.
feel like it just ends. All this build up and this big epic thing, and then like, oh, I guess we'll end the movie now.
George Lucas would have made it 3 strings.
Definitely would have. They
Can
said
you
shout
have
out to
the same
Braveheart,
3 times?
and then shout out to the Preacher. A shout out because he still has 1 episode left. And then Mahoney writes in number 6, the episode of The Flash season 1 where he runs so fast he accidentally goes back in time. Number 5, Last Week in Pop.
Aww.
Good
Well,
final
shout
episode.
out.
Good final episode. Number 4, that guy we know who was so off-putting that he got kicked out of Gamergate. Number 3, the Pop Double Dare panel.
Oh my god.
shout
Like
out.
if you could bottle that feeling.
I talk about that a lot to this day. So great. So much fun. And why is the finale of that his favorite part, Nice?
Oh, because we hit Tito with 2 pies.
That's right. We go with 2 pies.
Pop, pop.
Real quick, little Pop Double Dare anecdote. For those of you that don't know,
Is there like a full footage version of that?
Oh yeah, we've got
available?
it. We've got all the footage.
Yeah. And
But
we
like, is it on YouTube or anything?
No.
nailed the fuck out of that ending with the pie.
Yeah, you did.
We should. I
It felt
say
like I hit him with the pie. That like when it all just worked out, it's like we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I
hit
say
him with the
we,
pie.
but it'll really be you guys doing the work. We should release that in full.
We'll have to look into it.
because if nothing else, because I would like to see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we did a bunch of C2E2, the first C2E2, the first several C2E2s, and our gimmick was game shows. We did a whole bunch of other panels and shit like that, but we put on big game shows. That was our thing. Nothing
And we were
bigger.
great at it.
We were really, the fact that we're not doing it professionally every weekend of the year, they fucked up.
Yeah,
we should be doing this all the
I
time.
put that on the failure of so many people with no vision.
Yeah, because our shit was always full, even when it was just like our own gimmicky bullshit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like, very us centric. The places are always full. Big crowd. Everyone loved it. People would come to the booth after. They fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing like the Double Dare. People were coming up to us beforehand wanting to get in. So this one guy was like, the reason I came to the show was because I read about this on the online. Like, yeah, fucking good for you, man. So we did a big, huge Double Dare thing with obstacle course, physical challenges. We got a whole bunch of great prizes donated. Like, it was a full-on fucking Double Dare.
It was by the seat of our pants. It was janky, but it was so good.
Yeah, and I mean, standing room only on the main stage, man. Like, it was a humongous crowd.
The variant stage.
But still, it was
Still
huge.
stage.
Though. Huge.
Yeah, but there's a difference between that and the main stage. I'm
I
just
guess
saying.
you're right. No, you're right. You're right. It was the variant stage. You're right about that. Yeah, take it back. My bad. But I think that was the first weekend we really hung out with Kelly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kind of
think
big
so.
Capacity. And my favorite Kelly memory of the weekend was we're trying to do the get the thing set up, and one of the obstacles was we got in this inflatable pool and put a whole bunch of balloons in it, and you just got to like look through the balloons and find the flag and move on to the next thing. It's part of the obstacle course, whatever. Great idea on paper, but that means you got to fill up a shitload of balloons to put into an inflatable pool. And so we're backstage as like fucking Julie Newmar comes by on her fucking motor scooter, like, what are you guys doing? Like, well, Catwoman, we're putting together an obstacle course. All this crazy shit. And we're blowing up balloons. And I look over, and Kelly's still in his first balloon. And it's looking real sad and real small. And real bad. I'm like, hey man, are you okay? And he's like, I wanted to help you guys, but I've got real bad asthma. I don't think I can do this. Like, well, then put it down and do something else.
He was trying so hard.
I was.
So hard, and like, put it up. I love this boy. He tries so hard. This boy will never let me down ever.
Except if you need me to blow up a balloon.
Unless we need to blow up a balloon.
Then I'll definitely let you down.
A single solitary balloon. This is not happening. Like, I can't ask him to blow up a balloon or to get a shot.
Yeah, no, definitely not that.
Those are the two things you can't do. All right, back to Mahoney's list. He's at number 2. Kerouac. The other day when Tad bodied him with that response. That completely unprovoked response. And then number 1, Endgame.
Agreed.
And take us home, Jose. What's your list, man?
Oh,
All right.
we do have Eric Magnus on Facebook too.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and hit that.
All right.
Denver.
Honorable mention goes out to Daredevil Season 3, Endgame, Whedon's run on X-Men, Bendis'
good
run on Daredevil, and the last episode of Guiding Light.
Oh, shout out.
Whoa! All right.
Number 6, Supernatural Season 5. That season and Season 4 were just awesome. Angel, number 5. Another shout out to Angel, one of my favorite finales of all time. Number 4, Michael J. Fox's last episode on Spin City. That's the only show I almost cried because they weren't acting. They were legit sad he was leaving.
Well, yeah, that was a good show.
Number 3, the finale of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I didn't want that show to end. And
Yeah, that is a good finale.
number 2, my relationship with a girl named Ayako. The last day I saw her was the best sex we ever had. We went at it. One of my best performances, and after she caught her breath and could move again, she asked me, "Who's the girl you took to the movies 2 weeks ago?" That was the end of that.
Oh!
And number 1, best finale of all time, when I got divorced in 2012. I think my favorite MCM of all time, the Trojan... I think my favorite Man Crush Monday of all time, the Trojan Magnum Man, that I never had kids with her. Dudes, just because you're married, you can still wear condoms with the wife. And he says, "Fuck, I forgot to give a big fuck you to How I Met Your Mother." And then in the chat, he also says, Logan.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
I love Eric Magnus's bit. It's a great bit.
It was a very good bit. Also, shout out to Eric Magnus earlier in the chat that says, "You can have a good time in Nam, trust me."
I bet you can, buddy.
God, that's outstanding. All right, take us home, Jose.
All right. Shout out. One of my favorite SNL was the Kristen Wiig finale. They played the Rolling Stones song. What was that one? Rainbows in the Air, something like that. I don't know. Rainbows in the Sky. I don't know.
You love Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, I love Kristen Wiig, and they're playing the song, and like other cast members are coming out from behind the stage, and they all like give a little dance with her. And,
Saturday Night Live always brings it with their finales these days.
Like I teared up on that one. It was cool. It was cool to see everyone who came to show love and support. They hadn't been around the show for a while, and then,
and you often didn't see a cast member get a send off because they usually just got unceremoniously fired in the off season or something.
Yeah, you didn't always like kind of see it coming.
Yeah,
and she's classic. She's fucking awesome.
Gilly.
Gilly. So shout out to that. Shout out to the Arkham series. Fucking fuck yeah. The way they handled the Joker was pretty cool.
That was on my list, but I feel like Arkham City is kind of bottom line, kind of a better game than Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I would agree.
But as a
I would say as a finale, it also suffers from too much Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like that game series for sure. Like, if I'm making a list of my favorite game series, it's on there. But I just don't think, I think the middle is better than the end.
So shout out.
Solid shout out.
Shout out to persons of interest. finale as well.
Wow.
You watch weird TV, Jose.
It was kind of cool, you know. Well, they played Welcome to the Machine. They play a couple of my jams. So,
And every year at New York Comic Con, they were pushing Persons of Interest.
yeah, they were. Fucking Jesus.
He is risen. What else you got?
Okay, so I got Daredevil as well. I got
Nice.
Daredevil on that list. We're gonna go ahead and go fucking Infinity War. The whole I'm gonna go the Captain America Civil War. I like the wrap up of Captain America. I have slowly figured out that in the MCU, Captain America has become my favorite character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Civil War, fucking Winter Soldier, like just fucking perfect. Goddamn perfect movies. We're gonna go ahead and go Daredevil. Did I say that already?
Yes.
Okay. Lord of the Rings. Those are pretty my jams. Those are pretty cool.
All right.
I just think
that about
they set the bar and the tone of how trilogies should be made if you know the story of your trilogy. There should be no reason why you don't just do it.
Yeah, and
If
then
you
they
know
were
what
like,
the trilogy is going to be, and you got the stories written out, you just fucking do it.
then
No
they were like,
excuses.
hey, let's take The Hobbit and make it 3.
Well, yeah, that was a cash grab.
Or did they make it
But-
2?
I think it was 3.
I didn't see any of those Hobbit movies.
Neither did I. But you can
No.
legit read The Hobbit like in an afternoon.
Yeah. I'm gonna go fucking 6 Feet Under.
Love it.
Because I didn't watch the series, but I watched the season finale. And
You know,
that is like for not knowing anything about the show really, other than coming in and out. That's a beautiful wrap up. Like
Yeah.
you know exactly what happens to every character. You know how their arc ends, what happens to them, and it's fucking good shit.
And
yes, if you don't know, the bit for 6 Feet Under was that it takes place in a funeral home. And so every episode begins with somebody dying. Yeah, so somebody dies, and it's initially the person name and the year they're born, and then the day of the episode, essentially. And that's the whole kind of cold open to every episode. And so the 6 Feet Under series finale shows how every main character in the series dies. Like at what point, whether it's like recent, soon or with old people, whatever. It's very, very well done. It's very cool.
They show you their mind. Fucking well wrapped up.
and
Very good.
Michael C.
we're gonna
Hall.
go-
Michael C. Hall was great in 6 Feet Under.
Very, very good.
Oh,
yeah.
remember there was that fucking video that was like
It was supposed to be
season-
it was the Dexter season 5 premiere.
teaser trailer. or
Yeah,
something.
and they used a bunch of 6 Feet Under clips of Michael C. Hall kissing dudes.
boning dudes. It's him just railing the guy. The headboard banging.
He's got they should get more credit for. He was one of the first, openly gay characters on TV shows I remember seeing all the time. It wasn't just like oh yeah, this guy is gay. Like, he's like actually in a gay relationship, and they show
No,
like their relationship.
I'll pretend to love dick. I love dick.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Good show.
We're gonna go mid-season finale. Walking Dead season 2. Shane House.
Yeah, that's a good
Yep.
one.
Like fucking, you want to talk about a goddamn episode that
Tour
just
de
keeps
force.
ramping and ramping and ramping and ramping up, and just when you think it's done, the ramping is over, the girl walks out of the fucking barn and you're just hit. You're just like sucker punch because but you don't want to see it, and then you see it and you're like, God damn, they did it.
Oof.
They
Yeah.
fucking did it, and you just feel punched in the stomach. And while you were throwing up blood, someone came from behind you and kicked you in the back of the balls.
And I don't think it ever got better than that.
No. And I'll tell you what, that made Shane House. Like after that, he could do no wrong.
Yeah.
Like
They never got any better than that, and I can't imagine that scene with anybody else.
Right.
No.
That performance.
the way it used to be. And like you knew Shane wasn't gonna last. You knew it, but you're like, he's the man.
He was making his mark.
A part of you that and it's like he knew. He's like, oh, I'm gonna pick a guy that's not gonna be around, motherfuckers. I'm gonna be around.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you something you'll remember.
I'm gonna be the stuff of goddamn legend.
He should be one of the biggest stars in Hollywood right now.
Really
but
good.
I wonder if is he just too Italian looking? Is that the problem?
I think he's level-headed. I don't know if he wants all that.
That's true.
Like I think he likes being where he's at, where he's big enough to demand some money, but
good
not big enough where he can't go chill and go break
Yeah.
up a party with his dog.
Good.
Fucking shout out to the Punisher finale.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Oh, I still need to wrap up 2.
Good.
It's
It's
2
good.
and 3 or 2?
2.
Okay.
2. It's good. It's a good finale. Like it's not what you think it's gonna be. It's good.
But I gotta get ready because I'm gonna end up having to watch that one from the start. I'm gonna just do season 1 and 2 back to back because it's been so long since I'd feel injustice if I just jumped in and watched 2. And then I'm gonna go the goddamn fucking Super Bowl rubber match between me and my fucking home.
It is a pretty.
You got me again.
It is a pretty
Game
good finale.
3, baby. Like you couldn't win or lose. Win or lose. It's been an honor to play this season amongst all of you.
You got me again.
And it's just it ramped up to this and it happened. Like
You know, it has been an arc that you couldn't write better. I will say that. I will say that.
yeah. Like it happened.
Any
We
given
made it
Sunday,
happen.
baby.
It's gonna be good shit. So that is my number 1.
Self-serving.
Love it.
Well, actually, that's my 7th.
Yeah, I feel like
Number
you were
1
just pulling.
Penthouse.
You
I
were
threw
just
that one in.
you were just pulling those off at the top of your head.
No, I had them written down.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
I just read it twice.
All right. Thanks everybody for sending those in. It's a good time. Very a little overlap here and there, but a pretty wide, varying list. I love that shit.
Emotional too. A lot of
very much.
feelings.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Especially feelings of gratitude. Thank you, Mr. George Lucas.
Hey George, what's episode 3 called again?
Fuck yourself. Return of the Sith, you bitch.
Nope.
Close. Close.
Go fuck yourself. Rise of the McClunky.
Fucking Attack of the Sith.
That's it. That's it. You got it.
It's Sith something.
Yes, it's something.
It's Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you
Revenge
said
of
Return.
the Sith.
But they don't really take revenge in that movie. It's a dumb name.
I if I had my say, it should get changed.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right, so
It'd be called Star Wars 3: Sith Incoming.
for the rest of the year,
Yes.
got some shit going on. We will not be live because next week is Christmas Eve. The week after that is New Year's Eve. We got families and shit to do.
Good, more time to make edits.
More time to make it. So
More teeth in Jose's mouth.
no live shows, but we're not gonna leave you guys hanging. What's coming up, guys?
Yeah, so next week for Christmas Eve, we're gonna hit you with another commentary night, and
Holiday tradition.
because it is Christmas, we picked a Christmas movie and another one that Kelly had never seen before. And you guys, this might be one of our best commentaries we've ever done.
It's a good one.
We did Gremlins, so that will drop next Tuesday, Christmas Eve. In conjunction,
A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
yes, in conjunction with another one of those sweet ass commentary highlights videos like we did for Stephen King's It.
Very excited.
And then week after that, we're going to pre-record a show with Zero, and we're going to do a best of 2019 and best of the decade episode of Jeopardy. and that will drop on New Year's Eve, and then we'll be back on January 7th with live shows.
Yep.
So not going to leave you hanging with no podcast content.
Yeah, full commentary next week. I can't imagine the Jeopardy episode will be super long, but, you know, be something. Be fun.
Well, I mean, we'll be able to talk about Rise of Skywalker.
That's true. Yep, that as well. Yeah, so, you know, look forward to that.
Thank you, Mr. George.
We'll throw something out on the Twitter and the Discord as we get closer to the live shows about a pop topic or a...
Well,
Top 6 reasons why you should say thank you to Mr. George Lucas.
we do have a pop topic for when we come back with the live show.
It was the best of the decade, right?
Yeah, we're going to do top 6 of the decade on January 7th. So if you wanted to get started on that, go right ahead.
Yeah, because, man, a lot happened. Like, holy shit. It's been a big year. Big decade. Chuggo John in the chat. At least that won't be long, so the Jeopardy show will be 4 hours.
Yeah.
I done fucked us all. I apologize.
Played yourself.
But we'll have plenty to talk about when we get back. We're talking about our holidays and all that stuff and the top 6 of the decade.
Mm-hmm.
So plenty of time to do your research and go back through your Facebooks and your fucking Twitters and see what the hell was I doing 7.5 years ago. Oh shit, that's right. That was really cool. I'm gonna put it on my list.
Number 1, McClunky.
Number 1, McClunky.
Number 2, September 11th.
Jesus.
Wrong decade.
You can make 9/11 jokes, but I can't say shiesty.
September 11th, too. Jet fuel can melt steel beams.
Play the sounder.
The problem with reason that jet fuel comes off on your hands every time you turn the page.
To the level of heat it needs to make.
Oh God.
Metal gets all over your hands.
What even happened?
You're trying to turn the page, but the building just falls down.
I had the idea in my head of saying September 11th, and I was like, no, that's the wrong decade. I was like, oh, even funnier.
But I can't say the S word, huh?
No, and I do appreciate you saying S word.
Shit.
Doom 2099 was fucking cool.
That was really cool.
That was really cool. That is not what I thought was going to happen.
Nope.
But it was great. Speaking of finales, hell of a twist ending. That's very good.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. What else? Shit, also a bit of a finale. Ninja Turtles 100 from IDW came out. And it was good. It wrapped up a whole lot of stuff, man.
Oh, I forgot the end of the goddamn comic book. I'm so far behind.
It's a hell of a wrap up to a lot of stories. I will not spoil the big ending because it was real good and real emotional, powerful, great artwork. Lots of great Bebop and Rocksteady stuff where they're fighting these Slash clones. It's just great. They've been killing it in that book for, forever. So should come in their shock that this was good. But it's already setting the stage for new stuff. So that's exciting too. And then just because it's getting late, last one is Batman Curse of the White Knight, number 5.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. Curse of the White Knight, number 5. I fucking love these Batman.
How dare you say number? Why am I still doing George Lucas?
I don't even know anymore.
How dare you say number 5?
It's good Harley stuff, good Joker stuff. It's just really good, and they write in the stupid Batman Azrael suit into it, and Azrael just goes sick house and kills off like all the villains in Arkham Asylum. Like it's fucking dope. It's very good. It's very, very good. But yeah, what you got, Kelly?
Immortal Hulk was really good.
Oh yeah, it was.
You have
forgot about that one.
So the Hulk's kind of mission is more being broadcast essentially now, and he wants to bring down the world as it is. And so you get people who are kind of saying, "Hey, this Hulk guy might be onto something." So you have essentially a little revolution brewing, and Roxanne, who is the target of this revolution, is going to capitalize on it a bit, and make some real cheap plastic Hulk masks to sell to the kids.
Yeah, which is a good payoff. But I love that Dario Agger is just walking around like a giant fucking Minotaur now.
Yeah, no, that's great.
This is a big dumb Minotaur in like a suit.
I really like what they've done with Roxanne over the past couple of years.
Yeah, they've always been there, but
like they were kind of just there. Like they never really did anything with them, but now it feels like they're actually like a force in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, and the fact that their fucking leader is a Minotaur definitely doesn't hurt matters much.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Like when he tells the one guy, he's like, "Look, you can tell me if you disagree. I can take correction." And like later on, he does like a mild contradiction. He just crushes the guy's head.
It's like, you can disagree with me, but don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, isn't that right? And he's like, "Yes, sir." It's really good. It's great.
Let's see what else. Annihilation Scourge Silver Surfer was really good, and it was written by Dan Abnett, which was cool.
Oh,
to
cool.
See him return to that character. And
the
it
way
keeps
you
going
said,
with
the way you said Dan Abnett was like, "Dad nabbit."
That comic was written by Dag Nabbit.
Dan Nabbit.
Dag Nabbit, what a good comic book.
It keeps going with the stuff established in Silver Surfer Black, so that isn't just like a mini series. That's a new status quo for the character.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I can do that then.
Oh, you didn't read it?
No.
I think you dig that book. It's cool.
All right, I'll check it out.
Especially because it's pretty much he goes and fights Null. So like it's very Venom tied.
Oh, well, I don't want to read that then. Okay.
Yeah. And then
No, they don't play that.
No. I think that's about it. That was noteworthy.
God damn now. Okay. Check that shit out tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you'll really dig it. And they're actually, if you'd care about a print version, they're putting out tomorrow should be the release of a big treasury size version of the whole series in one book.
All right. Cool. What you got, Nice?
Only thing I really want to talk about is Noelle on Disney Plus. It is the Disney Plus original movie starring Anna Kendrick, Bill Hader, Billy Eichner, Shirley MacLaine's in there. It's about Santa's son and daughter. The son is Bill Hader, who is next in line to be Santa Claus, and the daughter is Noelle, who, fuck you, you're a chick, so you just get to make Christmas cards.
Jesus Christ.
Had the possibility, especially being a launch title, it had the possibility of becoming like a new Christmas classic. You know, it's got Disney Plus behind it, a great cast. Like Anna Kendrick's in it. You expect there's going to be some songs. Maybe they could make a new Christmas song that becomes a new Christmas classic. And they fucking blew it. It was terrible. Most of the characters besides Anna Kendrick are unlikable in it.
How does she not sing a song?
She doesn't sing a fucking song.
How does she not sing a song? That doesn't make any sense.
She sings. She does like a call, like a Snow White, like a type thing, but like never sings an actual song.
That defies all logic.
It's real bad. It's a shame. And at one point I was like, how much longer is left in this? Not because I wanted to stop it, but because I wanted to see it out to the end, and it didn't get any better. And it had so many elements of like Santa Claus and just things that are retread. They didn't go to any new territory, and just overall disappointment. Don't watch it. I implore you. You're gonna want to watch some Christmas content this holiday season. Don't let it be Noelle. For the love of God, for the love of baby Jesus, don't watch it.
Goddamn.
Oh, and we talked about Gremlins and our end of the year Jeopardy thing. Look for tomorrow. We did a commentary on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and we will have that dropping as a little extra bonus episode, little Christmas present to all the population. So, Phantom Menace commentary, and it will be joined by a commentary highlight video. It's just, working hard on it. As soon as this episode's over, I'm going to finish that sucker up. So it will drop sometime tomorrow, I promise you.
Yeah, boy.
Just in time to watch it and enjoy it before Rise of Skywalker.
You guys.
Skywalker!
Phantom Menace is real bad, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck you, George Lucas.
It's real bad.
It's funny because Mary and I have watched it a bunch on TNT. Like, Saturday, middle of the day, we'll turn it on, we'll watch it. But, like, we're not actively watching it. It's on, and we're on our phones or doing something else. Like, this commentary, we were actively watching this movie, and it was torture.
Man, I fell asleep.
It was Kelly's first time, and
that movie sucked so bad.
His genuine reactions are something else.
I hate that movie.
And then I just sent you guys this message in the podcast chat. I invented a new game show we're gonna start called Yellow Name, White Name.
Do not endorse.
I got called out the other day by an acquaintance, a real life acquaintance, called me out for talking about white people shit, and I'm like, no, you don't want to acknowledge that white people shit is real, but white people shit is definitely real. For example, soap carving ASMR videos. That's some white people shit.
Yeah, that's some white people shit.
And she had nothing to say to that. Hilarious.
I don't understand ASMR.
No, it's a weird sex pervert thing.
What?
No judgment. That's people like whispering.
Is it a sex pervert thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't everything really
Yes.
kind of? I mean, if you really want to get down and.
It's not exclusively a sex pervert thing. Some people just find it very soothing, but I think for the most part, it's a sex pervert thing.
Agreed.
Like, maybe not exclusively, but 70-30 sex pervert.
Okay.
Which could be said for many things. No judgment, just merely an observation.
Eric Magnus in the chat says that it can't be a sex pervert thing because he hasn't heard of it.
Fair.
I don't know. Maybe you're off your game, man.
Maybe I just turned you on to some shit. Next live show, we'll just whisper and just dicks just rock hard the whole time. Oh shit! Now I know.
Thank you, George Lucas.
Ridiculous. What you got, Jose?
You're not allowed to say the S word. I'm still trying to figure out.
I don't like you saying the S word either. I don't like every word that you're not allowed to say becoming the something word.
If I can't say it, it's got. Well, hey, don't get on me for that.
He's making progress.
But don't act like you said that word a lot on the podcast. Like it came up.
That's true. It didn't come up until last week.
Yeah, it came up kind of organically, and
yeah,
it's
then I found out it's a bad word.
Well, yeah.
So now you want to say it more.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, don't tell me I can't.
No. We're not telling you can't. You should not. Yeah. You should not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, anti-Semitism is running rampant, Jose.
See, but I never said it with that in mind or thought.
I do see where it's coming from, and I do tend to agree. Like,
you know
I'm
what?
Always,
it'd be different if, like, that's
the spirit of which they're intended.
Yeah, like if that's the way I've leaned that word my whole life.
I can call my cat the N-word all day. It doesn't make it less offensive.
Right. Not every person that wears blackface hates black people, but
yeah, but they know what they're doing when they wear blackface.
Not necessarily.
It is obviously not been universally known.
No. You need to look up Swarty Pete.
See, that's the thing is I don't even know what the fuck a Swarty Pete is.
That is something involved in an annual festival somewhere in Europe where people put on blackface for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't be doing that. Blackface is wrong.
And just know that some people find.
So, are you telling me that saying shiesty is as bad as blackface?
No,
definitely not. Like, definitely not.
Just an example.
But please stop saying it. Go back to saying the S word.
You said I couldn't say the S word.
Nice. We were making such good progress.
What you watching? What you reading? What's
going
that?
on?
I watched The Happening.
I love The Happening.
Oh, okay.
Why?
So this motherfucker rags on Rogue One, but talks the uttermost praise for fucking The Happening.
No, not uttermost
My mind
praise.
is boggling.
I know The Happening is trash, but I love it.
Like, you know me, I love New Girl. But she's garbage in this. Just straight garbage.
Well, the acting,
how bad the movie must be, because she was delightful.
the acting overall is very one note.
It's all garbage. Marky Mark's
Yeah.
garbage. Marky Mark doesn't play nice. I don't want to hear Marky Mark go, but oh man,
You want to hear Marky Mark say, "We got a scene like that down in Texas."
Marky
fuck
Mark
your
from
mom.
Two Guns is perfect. Like you picked. This was New Girl before New Girl, 2 or 3 years before New Girl existed. Like she was still working out her quirkiness, but it was not working. It does not work in the. And how do you outrun the wind? Their game plan is to run. Don't get hit by the wind.
Much like outrunning the sun in Chronicles of Riddick.
No, that shit's hot. I don't get it. I love M. Night, but that movie's like short story. If you're reading it, I could see it translating pretty well. And here's the sad part: is all the kills in the beginning, like that shit's all great. There's a lot of good stuff in the beginning, and then it's just like the acting of the main characters is garbage.
Yes.
And the fucking ending is a piece of shit. And the fucking build up is garbage to what we end up getting.
Some real hot takes on The Happening.
Yeah, garbage. Well,
Sorry
you
to
know,
hurt you, Jose.
I'm fucking around with an idea.
All right.
And it involves The Happening.
Never.
And as much it hurts. I'm watching this and I'm like, oh my God. Hey girl, what you doing? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that movie's fucking that you snub your nose at Rogue One for that. That's the one.
Oh no. You're making a straw man argument. Not in no universe am I saying The Happening is better than Rogue One.
He's over there just standing the shit out of The Happening.
But I would go on record, outside of the prequels, Rogue One is my least favorite Star Wars movie.
I think I just used stand in the right connotation. I think I fucking nailed it, you guys.
And I think I used straw man in the right connotation.
We're killing it today.
You sure did.
No. Jose did a false equivalence.
Ah, there you go.
There we
you go.
Wow.
I like it. All right. Let's call it.
Yes.
Let's go to bed.
Liked it. It's good. Might go watch me. Might go watch a Watchman. Who watches the Watchmen? This guy watches the
Leo
Watchmen.
watches it.
Gonna do it. It's gonna be
You
good.
should all watch as The Watchmen.
We should all watch we are the ones that watch the Watchmen.
We should watch the Watchmen on Wednesdays. I lost it.
And what
And then it fell out of my head.
what we realized was watching The Watchmen was the friends we made along the way.
You mean along the way? The friend along the way.
Jax?
God bless us, everyone. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next year. Email us, popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Leave us a voicemail, 616-951-1POP. Keep an eye out for the Gremlins commentary next week, the Jeopardy the following week, and then tomorrow at some point, or today if you're listening to this on the download, check out the feed and the YouTube channel for the Phantom Menace commentary, and just suffer along with us, because it's a real trek.
Who's that Phantom? It's a menace.
Pain. Yeah, thanks for a great year, everybody. Had a fucking blast.
Absolutely.
We did it. Really good time, and we'll do it all again next year, and probably the year after that, and just until they say we can't do it anymore.
Which might be next year.
It could happen. Literally any day now it could happen.
Your move, you Google ass bitch.
For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and Mahoney, because they're around here somewhere. I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and we'll talk to you guys in 3 weeks at youtube.com/PanelsOnPages, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. All that good stuff. Night. Love you. Goodbye. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Demonetize this, you fucking Google ass bitch.